Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Harness Tube. Steve Surratt here with David Brink. Lisa Surratt will be on board here in just a little while to do the camera. We're at the Brown County Fair. Last weekend of racing for us as it stands right now as we get ready for harness racing here. 13 races on the card today for you with the post time at 2 p.m. Track is looking great as they've worked on it really well. Got it markered out. We're glad that you could be on board and be with us today as far as that's concerned. I got David's cords all wound up, don't I, David?
You're fine.
As we get ready to go here with the live broadcast, we're thankful that you're on board and with us and a part of our process here at Harness Tube. With that, we'll take a station break, give our sponsors some time. We thank them for all that they do for us here on Harness Tube.
People trying to understand what's going on, where they're at in life, what they're needing from me to get their job done. I've met so many people, and it's been a real blessing to be a part of all that. Big company in a small town, that's a fact. When my life needed growth, I chose DOT, and I never left.
Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport is the go-to mobile home transportation company. We provide top-notch services including moving, block and leveling, and even demolitions with a quick turnaround time. If you're looking to move or get rid of your mobile home, Pine Ridge is the company to call. We now have dumpsters available for rent at competitive rates. Contact Wayne at 217-313-9744 or find us on Facebook.
ADI, located in Golden, is one of North America's largest pattern tiling installers. We've helped farmers create water management systems for over 40 years with pattern tiling across farm fields, generating proven data showing a boost in yield and greater profitability. Changing weather patterns do not have to cost you yield dollars anymore. Start with a free estimate now by calling your local ADI representative, David Lohman, at 309-280-2411 or by visiting our website at agdrainage.com.
Steve Surratt, David Brink back with you here on Harness Tube. We're glad that you're on board today for the broadcast here in Brown County. It's the Brown County Fair. This is the last 2 days of the fair, David.
Sure
and
is.
Harness racing is one of the big things here the last 2 days.
Yeah, we're going to have a couple exciting days here of racing. It's going to be looking forward to see the Midwest Stakes today and then the Downstate Classics tomorrow.
Some good
Am I
horses
up?
here.
I'm not hearing myself very well.
You're not hearing yourself very well?
No.
Let's see. How about now?
Testing 1, 2. I still don't have much.
Okay. All right. How about now?
Ooh, you're hot there.
That's mine. Okay, we got us. All right. I can't
Testing
hear
1, 2.
myself
That's better
very
now.
good. Now I can't hear myself very good. All right, here we go. There we go. I can hear myself a lot better now. We'll take a look at these controls. But last two races today and tomorrow. Tomorrow is worth what, about $100,000?
Yeah, with tomorrow's combined purses is, I think, the richest day in Illinois County Fair racing history. We've got over $100,000 of purses in the Downstate Classics and other races. The first race going for a purse of $22,000. Should be an exciting one out here in Mount Sterling.
All right, and with that, we want to let you know advertising for this year is pretty much gone, but if you want to get on board for 2025, get with David about that and being a part of our broadcast and being a part of Harness Tube and what's going on here. One of our favorite things from the backstretch, I'm only going to show these pictures one time today, as we do from the backstretch. We'd love to have pictures from people. Throw some out to David. We'll get some different things made up this winter. But my favorite ones, the favorite one there, Sour Grapes watching Harness Tube on the phone.
There was one that I'm sure someone posted on the Facebook's fair page of 1943 Ralph Buss and Worthy General out here at the Brown County Fair. The horse was a local champion who belonged to Ralph Buss, and actually where is it? I think Henry's lived there now. That little right when you're coming out of the fairgrounds and go around that turn, that big house on the right, that was Ralph Buss's house, and the garage that they have there is the barn that he trained out of and would actually jog his horses over to the fairgrounds every morning to get their exercise in. So I'll try to get that saved over and send it to you here pretty quick.
All right, and you can send any fair memory to us. You can do that on the chat. Rick and Sandy are already watching us, the Prathers. We're glad to see them out there and with us today on the broadcast.
Glad to see their grandsons driving now, so it should be a fun time to watch Cole and Connor driving at the Brown County Fair this week.
Yeah, that ought to be a pretty great thing. Lisa getting all the people over by the horse barn. That's a huge watch site here at the Brown County Fair.
Yeah, that sycamore tree is the place to be in the first turn. Yeah, I spent many times under that bench. You can see the crowd over there assembling on the back of tailgates of trucks, and that's the place to watch the races here in Mount Sterling if you're not in the grandstand.
All right. And so we thank the people that have helped us get this on the air this year and to be a part of the broadcast. We only have 2 more today and tomorrow, and unless somebody calls us up and wants us there, or we can get there.
When I was back in the barn area, the Avenetti family was lobbying pretty hard for Pana Tri-County down there. I think he said it's Memorial Day or Labor Day weekend, the Saturday, Sunday, Monday there. So I'm not sure what my schedule looks like yet, but we'll talk about it and maybe try to schedule something else. But right now we have these last 2, today and tomorrow, on our schedule for this year.
Okay, with that, we'll take another sponsor break. We'll be back after these messages.
Yoder Custom Woodworking was started in 1995 by the Yoder family as a retail Amish furniture store in Sullivan, Illinois. They offer custom kitchen cabinets, granite and quartz countertops, built-in office and bathroom cabinetry, and offer a wide range of Amish furniture. Their store is located at 1117 West Jackson Street in Sullivan, Illinois, with store hours Tuesday through Friday 9 to 4:30 and Saturday 9 to 3. For more information, contact Yoder Custom Woodworking at 217-728-2166.
Make plans now to attend the 25th Annual Illini Classic Yearling Sale on Labor Day at the Illinois State Fairgrounds in Springfield. Established in 1999, the Illini Classic has been producing champions for a quarter century, including reigning Illinois Divisional Champions On Higher Ground and Scorecard Dandy. It's the Illini Classic Yearling Sale, Monday, September 2nd at the Illinois State Fairgrounds in Springfield, beginning at 11 a.m. Central. Come join us and finish the summer strong.
Wait, before you go and get your snacks and drinks, make sure to subscribe and like to Harness Tube. If you can't do that, just give us a thumbs up. Alright, to the show.
All right, David, as we get ready to go here.
Post time in 10 minutes. Got a big demolition derby tonight. We're going to skip the post parades today. You'll come out and go directly to the starting gate. We'd appreciate your cooperation in that. If we don't do that, we're going to have a whole bunch of congestion this evening, and we're trying to avoid that by going directly to the starting gate, not having any post parades today. And we would sure appreciate the horsemen's cooperation in that. You know, you have to get warmed up, but we need to move this program along as quickly as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you get a racing program. Play that Pick the Winner contest. Those coupons are in the racing programs. That's the only way you can play along. The fair will give away $25 per race, $25 after every race if your name is drawn out and you've picked the winner of one of our 13 races today. So you want to make sure you get a racing program with those Pick the Winner coupons and enjoy that chance to win $25 per race. $1,000 will be given away. All those coupons, whether they're winning or losing Pick the Winner coupons from the 13 races, will all be mixed together. And after the 13th race, Don Dunn will have a drawing. There'll be 2 drawings for $250 each and another one for $500. So $1,000 at the end of the day If your name is drawn out from the Pick the Winner contest coupons that were deposited throughout the 13 races, and you're here at the end of the races today, you'll have a chance to win up to $500 in those 3 drawings.
All right, David, we'll talk here for a moment. The donations keep this free on Harness Tube, and we've been blessed by having donations from people to be able to do this.
You know, that you can't say that enough. The donations, the horsemen who have stepped up and appreciated what we've done and opened their wallets and their hearts has been outstanding. And it's heartwarming that we're doing this for the right reason, that people are wanting to support us, and we appreciate it, and it keeps everything free. Lets us buy some more equipment, try some new things, and maybe add some more fairs next year, get some split teams going.
I see a lady on a horse out there. It looks like we got an outrider for today.
Yeah, I saw Sheena Mathena and maybe her girl or there's a couple younger women out there with her. I wasn't sure who they were, though, but good to have an outrider. Good to have a parade marshal. Good to have those options if need be.
And Ed Teefee, our track announcer, as you heard today. And so lots of things going on for the fans here for racing at Brown County, and a lot going on tomorrow. We most of the people that are watching right now, David, are not coming today, so we want to tell you want to be here tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
in person.
Come on out. Nothing beats being in the grandstand and hearing the excitement, hearing the crowd, hearing the grandstand shake and rumble whenever everyone comes by, and everyone erupts with excitement. So come on out to the fair. We've got some great food. I see Bruisers out there, and there's some cheese curds floating around for you somewhere. So
yeah, Lisa found those the other night, and I wish I got them. So that may be my afternoon snack after racing.
That sounds like a plan to me.
After college, I
Either
got
that
into
or
business on the marketing
I
side
might
of
go
things,
for a
kinda
tropical
shelved
snow
the
today.
dream.
You know, I could have
temperature.
used one. That's
I
for
quit my
absolutely
job, signed up for
certain.
truck driving school.
Well, we're glad you're
it
on
was
board.
exciting
We got a
from the get-go.
commercial running. I didn't know it, David.
Dot
So sorry.
recruited out of my truck driving school. The job was everything I was hoping it would be, and then some. My weeks absolutely fly by. When my life needed fulfillment, I took the wheel.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
David, as we get ready for racing today, just a humid kind of day. What are the horse reactions to this kind of temperature?
Balmy. But yeah, the hotter it gets, usually you see faster miles, and I don't know if scientifically, if that's just the muscles are more limber, the horses are able to breathe better with thinner air. I'm not sure what it boils down to, but if you see the temperatures rise, you will see that the records and the miles get faster and faster.
All right, and so that's what's happening there. As, again, we get ready for the preliminaries. They're making sure they don't have any sound, I think, over at the barn right now, so they're working on that.
That is important. The horsemen have to hear what we're saying up here, or it doesn't run very well.
No, runs kind of slow. Even sometimes, David, I say, when the horsemen can hear.
Yeah, absolutely.
There is stuff going on. But let's take a look at this first race. We can go ahead and kind of handicap that while Ed's not up here as far as the first race is concerned. You want to go over your picks and talk about that?
Sure, absolutely. Today's first race is the Midwest Illinois Racing Association 2-year-old filly pace race sponsor, the Brown County Republicans, Jed Parn, the chairman. I went 1-4-3 with my trifecta. I put the one on top, Fox Valley and Millie. That horse is trained by Mark Walker. I talked to Jeff Driscoll, as the owner, and his daughter is a co-owner with him earlier today, and he said that filly has some high hopes for. She just paced the last start in 27-3. I used her on top, just enough talent, enough speed there. My second choice went down to Frontier Fantasy, just experience. My third choice, Lottie's Web. What'd you guys do?
Well, Lisa went with you with the one horse, and then she picked a 2 horse to finish second, Showstoppin' in Jenica, and then she went 4 Frontier Fantasy. Now, I went different than you on on this. I went with Frontier Fantasy, the Jamaica Patent horse. This horse has been solid all year long. And for me, consistency is a big thing. And then I went with Fox Valley Millie. Not many races there, but again, looking good. And then followed that up with Showstoppin' Jenica for my third pick.
Not to be lost in the shuffle, we've got the Prathers watching, and Grandma Sandy saying she loves watching the boys and how hard they work. Well, we're happy to see the fifth horse in this first race is owned by Cole Prather, who will also be driving, making his first start, looks like, in the program, besides some qualifiers. But his dad, Nick, trains. Cole will own this horse. Pretty exciting for the Prather family, for sure.
Can I borrow your red pen again?
Yes, I might have a spare, actually.
Okay, or a spare pen or whatever. Thank you. That way I can kind of keep track of some things over here. Yesterday, Lisa just kicked my hind end yesterday as far as trifectas. She had 4 trifectas yesterday. I had 5 or 6 wins, but no trifectas yesterday. She just knew what she was doing.
When she's locked in, she's locked in.
And I just a message to you: quit giving her lessons.
Absolutely. Well, I teach you both the same thing, so she should know. You should know what she.
Okay, start swinging. We'll be back.
Great job, as always, Alan McCaskill.
I see you scored a third shirt. Nice. I know you're talking to the sound man, but I said that.
All right, David, as we wait for things to get started here in race 1, we've went over our race picks. The Star Spangled Banner has been played.
A couple notes we can go ahead and throw in while we're waiting for some time here. Passed me an article earlier. This is a really interesting article here, talking about how the Brown County Fair and the horse racing and everything, but mentions here that this is announcer Ed Teefe's 50th year at the Brown County Fair announcing horse racing.
50 years old?
He's got to be 50
he
plus,
started
right?
doing it out of the crib, right?
55, we'll call him 56 maybe, but yeah, to have that kind of
$25 per race and then pick the winner contest, so be sure you play along.
Renowned throughout
in race
the country.
number 1, number 4, Frontier Fantasy will now be driven by Mike Cox. Race 1, that 2-year-old filly pace, sponsored by the Brown County Republican Party. Jed Parn, your chairman.
You guys have a couple of race or two that you sponsor here today, aren't you?
Mike Cox will drive the 4.
We are going to do a driver and trainer of the meet award.
John, you got anything to say about the first race?
Yep, I'm here to help you pick a winner.
The most points over both days to be awarded tomorrow. So there will be a $100 prize for each, as well as
I'm going to pick your top 3 horses as I have them picked in each race.
I hold. Please don't hold me liable for any losses.
All right, but
I might pick a winner, pick a loser. In the first race, I like the 1 horse, Fox Valley Millie. I think this is likely a toss-up between Fox Valley Millie and the 3 horse Lottie's Web. If you look at your program, Fox Valley Millie, all 3 starts so far this year have been on mile tracks in DuQuoin and Springfield. So quality times there, 57-4, 57-1, 59-2. So it's real easy just to look at those times.
I was told by his mother
she will be the clear winner. But Lottie's Web, 2 races, 1 in Rushville, 1 in Springfield. Rushville on a half-mile track, 4th, but paced in 2:03 flat. So you never know what's going to happen here. But my picks for this one are 1 Fox Valley Millie, followed.
Talked on. Okay, I got that down there. I'm not used to having the microphone on downstairs with John. John Teefee is doing some handicapping and so forth down there. So we'll have to keep a better listen to that on our audio channel here today. So, and a nice shot of the horses out in the pasture here. Now, those are probably horses that are not broke.
Those are probably yearlings I'm looking over there. I can't quite tell, but just looking at the size of them, that's one of Ed's pastures he has. And he breeds so many mares in this state and across the country, but he separates them from their mom and weans them and then brings them in, the fillies to one pasture and the colts go to a different pasture to keep them separate. But, I wonder who that is, but it's great to see that pasture there. The track record here is 151 flat, set by, if I can only imagine, 2011, 2009, something like that. But the interesting part was his mare, Incredishell, was standing in that same pasture watching her son break this track record here 10 years ago.
Our camera froze. We want to make sure that gets fixed.
I'm guessing it's turning the camera, pulling it out of the camera up there somewhere.
I don't know. We're going to have to.
Because it only did when she spun that way.
Yep, we'll have to see what's going on and see if we can get that camera back in our stable of things. It is not coming back up there. There it is. Or there it's trying to look at. There we go. We're back at it.
Jane Doe is identifying herself. This is actually Jaquavion's mama. She's cheering for a little fat man, so that's cool. We appreciate having you on the broadcast here.
Yeah, that's great. We're glad that you're on board and watching and listening to us today.
And I have to apologize. I didn't use Jaquavion and I got to start calling him Fat Man, don't I? I didn't use Showstop and Jenica, but still be rooting for him either way. It's been fun watching him come along this year and drive a little bit. So always a sentimental pick to watch these young guys.
Absolutely. As we get ready, we're getting closer to gate time. We actually have a couple of people on horseback out there. I don't know if they're going to outright both of them for us today, but that's, like I said, one of my favorite things.
Absolutely. I just looked at my notes here. For those of you horsemen who are following along out there in the harness tube world, today's Hamiltonian Day. So if you don't have an eyeball on that screen, I will try to get the updates to you as I can. But yeah, today's the day out in East Rutherford, New Jersey, the $1 million Hamiltonian race for 3-year-old colt trotters.
All right.
With lots of local ties, lots of local Illinois horsemen out there. So
it looks like we may be getting close to getting to the gate here.
We'll toss it back to Ed.
So we'll toss it back to Ed and toss it back to Lisa.
Stacey DeRoos is driving the starting gate. Starting gate is courtesy of Mike Brink, and most of you know Mike started his training career many, many years ago, half a century ago right here at Brown County. Now one of the state's top trainers with a big public stable over at the Illinois State Fairgrounds. This field's at the head of the stretch. Gates picking up speed, race 1, sponsored by the Brown County Republicans. Here they come. And they're often pacing Lottie's Webb between horses. Fox Valley Millie down on the inside, Frontier Fantasy on the outside. As we race into the first turn, it's Lottie's Webb and Steve Halford. They lead by 2. Fox Valley Millie paces along there second. Frontier Fantasy along the inside there third. Showstoppin' Jenica is racing fourth, and Robintino is the trailer as they go single file up the backstretch towards the quarter-mile marker. The leader by a length and a quarter is Lottie's Webb, the Revenge Shark filly. Racing second is Fox Valley Millie, 32 seconds flat past the quarter. Off the quarter in 32, they're in the upper turn for the first time. Lottie's Webb looking for her first victory, leads by a length and a quarter. Fox Valley Millie, also a maiden, is right there second. Racing third is Frontier Fantasy. She won at Carrollton earlier this year in 2, 8, and 3. She sits there third as we race towards that half-mile marker. Steve Halford and Lottie's Webb leads by a length and a half. Fox Valley Millie still there second. Here comes Frontier Fantasy. Moving up on the outside for Mike Cox, dropping back on the inside. Showstop and Seneca, half in 104 and 3/5 of a second. 104.3 past the half. They're over past the 5/8 and head up the backstretch. It's Lottie's Webb on the inside. Frontier Fantasy on the outside's right there second. Fox Valley Millie is still racing third. Then we got Showstop and Jenica back there fourth, and Robintino. We got less than a quarter of a mile to go, and we got them 3 across the racetrack. 3/4 and 136 flat, and Lottie's Webb is holding them all off. They're 3 across the racetrack. Lottie's Webb with the lead. Frontier Fantasy is second. Fox Valley Millie's out there 3 wide. They're in the stretch. It's still Lottie's Webb and Steve Halford. They've led the whole way. Lottie's Webb, but on the outside, here comes Fox Valley Millie, and she goes right on by. Jordan Patton, Fox Valley Millie get up for the win. Lottie's Webb right there second with a nice effort. And then we got Frontier Fantasy, Showstoppin' Jenica, and Robintina. 2:04, 4/5 of a second. 2:04, 4/5 in our first. That mile was in 2:04, 3/5. The correct half was 1:04, 4/5. Correct half 1:04, 4/5. That mile 2:04 and 3. Last quarter in 28 and 3/5 of a second. The last half in 59 and 4/5. Oh, your fair royalties out there. Our new queen, Carly Gallagher. Our junior miss, Callie Cassing. Little Mr. Conley Cheney Fitzgerald, and our little Miss Veda Giesler. Let's give them a big hand, folks. All the new royalty.
And while we got
here at the 151st Brown County Fair. Great to have him here, along with members of the local Republican Party. Honorable Jerry Hooker's out there, our local judge, Brown County Circuit Judge Jerry Hooker, running for retention this fall. So, former Sheriff Mike Myers is out there. Our Sheriff Justin Oliver, current Sheriff Justin Oliver, does a great job. Treasurer Heather McClellan. Brooke Robinson, your candidate, Republican candidate for Circuit Clerk. That election coming up in November. County board members Mike Myers, former sheriff, Rob Ackright, Carl Grush, former sheriff, Bob Willis, Mike Yingling, all county board members. Precinct committee members are Mike Myers, Mike Yingling, Carl Grush, Jess Bond, Leah Bond, Billy Burge, Paula Burge, Heather McClellan, Brooke Robinson, Neil Roberts, Greg Jones, Courtney Garfield, and Jed Parn. And here's the winner of the Republican Party-sponsored race, the one, Fox Valley Millie, owned by Jeff Driscoll and Blake Driscoll of Carrollton, Mark and Karen Walker, also of Carrollton. Mark Walker, the trainer, Jordan Patton with the capable drive with Fox Valley Millie picks up her first career victory, 2:04.3 with the last quarter in 28 and 3/5 of a second. Steve Reiner from Reiner Photography in that bright shirt, he's down there taking winner circle pictures today. If you need a winner circle picture, see Steve. Of course, most of you know Steve from Rushville and Reiner Photography. Here's your winner of the Republican Party Trophy, Jeff and Blake and Mark and Karen's Fox Valley Millie in 2:04.3 for Jordan Patton. Let's give him a big hand, folks.
All right, we have our first race. Pick a winner.
Okay.
Okay, I've got that down, David, that we can talk now, or we'll just go to commercial. We'll be back after these messages.
repair and service at hometown prices. Henry Automotive is located 1157 690th East Street in Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road, drive 1.8 miles, and look for the big blue and yellow sign, or call Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
Main Street Repair and Terry Ham have the reputation of being the best at front-end alignments in the area. With 20 years of experience, Terry is the person that customers and auto repair professionals refer their friends and customers to. But alignments are not the only thing that they do at the Main Street Repair. They repair steering and suspension issues, install leveling and lift kits, repair and replace brakes and tires, do oil changes, as well as minor engine and miscellaneous repairs. Main Street Repair at 216 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Call for your appointment today at 217-773-3848. Once again, that's 217-773-3848. 3848.
All right, David, we'll talk real quickly about this race. And the race that we just run, that's unofficial, or now it is official, I would say. And you and Lisa picked the proper winner there in the racing. And then Lisa got the third horse right. So,
I just had it mixed up, didn't I?
Yeah. You had a 3 in there.
Well, no, I had the right 3 horses. I just had the second and third choice.
Oh yeah.
Flip flopped. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So if I boxed it, I would still would have paid out.
Yeah, if you boxed it. But
right.
we're playing exact as
playing
up here.
straight. It only pays if you hit all 3. Then. No, it was a good mile. Jordan carefully got away from there. I know Jeff was worried about, if the rail was too soft, so he kind of got the mare out of there, waited for his time opportunity, and at the 3/4 pole just circled him up the backstretch.
And we've got changes. I'll let you do the changes here real quick as we kick it back over to the slide that we need to see for the next race.
Driver to JT White.
Getting the changes of the drivers. We're still trying to get our rhythm here.
I missed most of the changes there. I heard we have a couple I caught. Oh, she's leaving. I thought she was starting to talk to me. I got a couple changes anyway, but there was a couple we missed. So let me go see which ones I do have.
Well, main thing is, was there any changes in this race coming up here?
I didn't hear that. He was going through an order, and he picked up in the 9th race.
Let me check and see if there is.
You
can go ahead.
The first change we got is the 9th race, looking forward. So we're looking ahead a little bit, but the 9th race, we're going to have a driver's change. There was a couple driver's changes. I didn't hear 1 or 2, but I do know that they said Mike Cox will be driving the 6-horse UCD, UC Annie. So for sure, let's go ahead and put Mike Cox on the 9-horse UC, or 9th race, 6-horse UCD, UC Annie. And then looking at the 10th race, I caught the driver change on the 3-horse Danny's Tornado. That'll be J.T. White.
All right, Mike Cox is going to be
on the 9 UCD, UC Annie.
Coming up here in
6-horse.
Race 1, or 2, excuse me. I missed which one it was.
Oh.
Mike Cox will be driving the 1 Jets Ranger.
I haven't seen Travis here though yet. Has Travis even at?
Yeah, I am not sure on that.
No, Justin Roberts is out there on the 1.
Is he?
Yes.
Okay.
I see him right there.
Or is he on the 2?
It must be on the 2 because Travis must not be here. Who did you say it was? Mike Cox.
Mike Cox.
Okay.
Yep. Let me get that change made for us. And we'll have those several of David's given you those. That is a standard, should I say, standard operating procedure, David?
What?
Driver changes.
Oh, yeah. It's part of racing. You don't see it as much at the parimutuel tracks, when they they're accountable for their calls and whatnot. But here at the fairs, they switch a lot depending on who's here, who's not, and 2 calls in one race. Or sometimes they're getting tired. They might put one of the younger guys up there for one of the later races or something, give them a chance. So various reasons to make the driver change, but it happens.
And I got to get on the right.
1, 2, 3. Looking for Wyatt's. Where's Jordan?
Okay, there's the one. I thought I had a change.
All right, get your pick of winners in for race 2. Race 2 seems like it might boil down to another 2-horse race here. The 2-horse Jimmy D. Shark and the 4-horse Matt Session are both coming off wins in Altamont. Jimmy D. Shark won in 2:04 flat. Matt Session.
Okay, we'll
roll him down. We can handicap ourselves.
That's right.
I see we have our final starter making his way to the track now. So, second race, David's picks. I went on same as John just said. The 2-horse Jimmy D. Shark has 2 wins in the last 3 starts, showing last quarters in 28 speed. Jamaica patent trainee, gonna have Mike Cox in the bike, but I'm still gonna keep that horse on top. My second choice was Matt Session out of the Evanetti barn. That's a family they know very well, fresh off a win at Altamont. Going to use them second. My third choice is It's Monkey Do and Jordan Patton. That's a Jacob Radel-owned Boo Cavett trained horse. Experience, over the 1 horse. That's where I went my third pick.
All right, Lisa went the same as you on this race. I went differently. What else is new? I went with a hot driver. I went with Wyatt Avenatti on Matt's Session for first. Jimmy D. Shark for second, and third, It's Monkey Do is my picks for this race.
Yeah, in Matt's Session at Altamont, Wyatt led the whole race, so hard telling how much he could have went at that track, comparing it to Jimmy D. Shark's 2-4 mile there, but Wyatt went as much as he had to anyway.
Yeah, and so that's where I'm going. They're coming to the gate. We'll take you back to the track announcer and
Edgewood.
to
Cornelius Cavitz, the trainer with Jordan Patton. Number 4 is Matt Session, owned by David Avenatti of Chrisman. David Avenatti, the trainer with Wyatt Avenatti driving. Second race, the Gary Wilkerson and J. Harold Memorial, presented by Richard and Barb Childers. They're at the head of the stretch. Sixteenth out, and here they come. 2-year-old Colt and Gelding Pacers. They're often pacing from the outside. Matt Sessions away well. Matt Session and Wyatt Avenatti drive out and take the lead. Racing second now is Mike Cox with Jimmy D. Shark. On the inside third is It's Monkey Do. Then we got Jets Ranger as the 2-year-olds round that first turn and head up to backstretch. Matt Session with the lead by 5. Jimmy D. Shark is back there second. Racing third, It's Monkey Do. With Jets Ranger, the trailer, past the quarter. They race into that upper turn. First time around, 31 and 4/5 of a second. 31 and 4. Matt's Session, already a winner at Altamont just earlier this week in 2:05 and 3. Leads here by about 3 lengths now for Wyatt Avenatti. 2-year-old son of Ashley's a big guy. Back there second, Jimmy D. Shark, Revenge the Shark. Racing third is It's Monkey Do by Showstoppin' Monkey, who was a trotter who raced here many years ago. Half in 1:03 and 1/5 of a second off the half in 1:03 and 1. It's Wyatt Avenatti and Matt's Session by a length and a half. Still right there second, getting a nice trip, is Jimmy D. Shark. He was a winner of his last start, also at Altamont in 2:04, and he's on the move. Jimmy D. Shark on the outside, now by half, 3 parts, and now by a length. The new leader, Jimmy D. Shark, and he's really buzzing there for Mike Cox. 3/4 and 1:34 and 2. Matt Session is not done. He's right there second. Way back there third, It's Monkey Do, then Jets Ranger. They got an 1/8 of a mile to go. It's Jimmy D. Shark with Matt Session right there second. Matt Session tips back out, but Jimmy D. Shark is going to get the job done here for Mike Cox. Jimmy D. Shark wins it by 3. Matt Session will be home a second, followed by It's Monkey Do and Jets Ranger. .202, 2/5 of a second. 202, 2/5 of a second.
All right, David, we can talk for a couple of moments here about that race. You and Lisa got it right again, but I was a close second.
Yeah, Mike pulled up the back once again. Took Jordan's move from the first race and just looped him up the backstretch to put some distance on the field and win that one.
Actually, a trifecta for you guys, right?
Yep, we nailed it.
So the fair royalty there in the winner's circle again. Queen Carly Gallagher, Junior Miss Callie Cassing, Little Mr. Conley Cheney Fitzgerald, and Little Miss Veda Giesler. All crowned Tuesday night here at the fair. This is Gary Wilkerson and J. Harold Memorial. Those two guys worked many, many hundreds of hours out here at the Brown County Fair for many, many years. Were very significant in the success of the fair for years. Both passed at a young age, very too young, and the families now of the late Gary Wilkerson and J. Harold coming trackside for this memorial presentation. Jimmy D. Sharks, a 2-year-old gelded son of Revenge Shark from Jimmy's Girl by Sagebrush, bred by David Williams in Mississippi, still owned by David Williams of Byram, Mississippi. Picks up his third win in 7 starts this year, gets a new record of 2:02 and 2/5 with the last quarter in 28 seconds flat. Track crew has done an amazing job here on this rain-soaked track. It's rained all week. Track fast, last quarter 28 seconds, last half in 59.1, new lifetime record for the 2. Jimmy D. Shark, Jamaica Patton, the trainer, he's at the head of this one. Mike Cox doing the driving for David Williams of Byron, Mississippi. Jamaica Patton trains a big public stable over at the Illinois State Fairgrounds, Jamaica. Has been a big supporter of the Brown County Fair for many, many years. Does a nice job of driving himself. My research shows me that over the last 10 years, Jamaica Patton is the leading driver trainer here at the Brown County Fair, and he just picks up another one with his training pupil, Jimmy D. Shark, winning the Wilkerson and Harold Memorial. Heads up, there is a horse warming up. There's a horse at the head of the track. Nice job, Mike Cox. Appreciate it. Big hand to Mike Cox there, warning everybody. There's a horse warming up here. Don't walk on the track, please. Let the horse get past.
All right, David.
And I need
another good
do some updating over here.
Good race, as you can.
Yeah, great race.
Take a look at things. We'll go to commercial break. We'll be back after these messages.
When you are ready to move to a new home or refinance the one you are in, Farmers State Bank and Trust Company in Mount Sterling will make sure the process moves along smoothly. With competitive rates, superior service, and great solutions for your lifestyle and budget. Call us today and get everything you need to get moving. Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling. Locally owned, locally operated, locally dedicated. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Winner. Number 3, It's Monkey Do finished third. Number 4, Matt Session was second. First quarter was in 31 and 4. The half in 103 and 1. 3 quarters in 134 and 2. Time for the mile, 2:02 and 2/5 of a second. Race 2 checks from the top, 4-1, 3-2 on the bottom. The mile, a snappy 2:02, 2/5, new lifetime record for Jimmy D. Shark.
right, David, as we get ready to go in this next race.
Next race is the Bowen Memorial, so I will be going down for that winner's circle presentation after this upcoming third.
Okay.
That was a good race, so that second race.
All right, everybody, are you ready for a winner?
Throwing a 28-second last quarter to wrap that one up for Jamaica. And owner David Williams, breeder David Williams as well, so congratulations to them. Looking ahead at this third race, this is the Bowen Memorial. It's a family race of mine for great-grandpa Harvey Sr., Grandpa Harvey Jr., Dad Allen, and my brother Butch. We have a 4-horse field here. I went on top to the 3-horse Fox Valley Jupiter out of the Dossie Minor Barn. Last race showing a wicked last quarter of 27-1. The speed's there. I kind of like the driver, Alex Conte. He's a younger guy, just starting out driving, so I'm kind of rooting for the 3-horse in this one. My second choice will be Tonto Returns, the 4-horse out of the Kevin Miller Barns for Wyatt. Wyatt's so sharp right now, he can't hardly be beat. We have a driver change. Put Jordan on the 3-horse then. Jordan Patton, but he has a win today too, so I'm going to keep my pick exactly the same. Jordan Patton is on the 3-horse. My second choice was the Kevin Miller Wyatt Abnetti horse. My third choice will be the 2. Jamaica's Trained and Driven. That's the Star.
Go ahead and turn 3 up.
Time start. I'm going to pick the 3-horse Fox Valley Jupiter, largely just because there's more of a record to go on. He's been racing in DeCoin and Springfield, Farmer City, second in 208 and 4, third in his last outing at DeCoin in 157. So 3 Fox Valley Jupiter seems to be the safest pick. After that, it's kind of a toss-up. I'm going to go with the 4-horse here, Tonto Returns. A couple reasons. One, it's a great name. The second reason would be second. Lost by 9 3/4 of a length to our last race second place finisher, Matt Session. So Tonto Returns could be in for a big mile here. And then I'm going to go with the 2-horse. That's the Star, who was 4th in his last outing in Urbana in 208 and 4. So we're going to 3-4-2. Good luck.
All right, David, ours went exactly the same way. All 3 of us picked the same. John picked the same. It looks like everybody is going to lose here.
I was just marveling at John Teefe's handicapping abilities. He tied the third race back to the second race between Matt Session and Tonto Returns. So kudos to the handicapping by John Teefe down there in the grandstand.
Yeah, as we get ready for race 3 here, as we're moving right along.
It's easy to say kudos whenever he picks the same horse as I do, right?
It is, and it makes you look really smart, though.
One of us does.
When we say it first, on the air. But we're glad that you're on board with us today. Again, this is the last weekend, unless somebody calls up and says, "In politics, really hard for us to be someplace."
There was a couple places on the 17th. I was looking at maybe the Morrison Fair, and I think Anna was the same day, maybe too. So I didn't have the boys that weekend. It was a weekend day. I thought maybe we would try to sneak something in, but we'll look at the calendar after we get these 2 done and plan something out.
So he's not on the air, so
okay.
I just got that turned down just so we can hear when Ed comes back in. But been a great year for it, except for the rainouts. We've had like 4 rainouts.
I think we've had 5 so far, and I know the farmers aren't too upset about it, but it's rained on a couple of days of racing, and we've had to cancel a few cards. But the horsemen have been very fortunate to get so many racing days in this summer and all the racing opportunities that we've been able to string together.
Only one day did Lisa and I get to the fairgrounds before it got canceled.
Yeah, Knoxville.
Harvey Bowen Sr., Harvey Bowen Jr., Butch Bowen, and Alan Bowen. Great picture and tribute to the late Alan Bowen and the back year race programs. Alan trained here at the local fairgrounds for 55 years. We lost Alan this past November. The Bowens were a constant presence here on the fairgrounds for most of my lifetime, at least for the last 55 years. Alan's son, Doug, still has an interest in the business and contemplates getting back in here in the next year or two. We'd like to see that. Great Bowen legacy here. Not only at Brown County, but throughout these Midwestern Illinois County Fair races. There's a circuit here. We're down to just 5 fairs now in the Midwest Circuit. Used to have many more. Alan Bowen was a champion trainer, driver in the circuit for many, many years. Had a lot of great horses. Trained horses for the late Francis Greer, who was still very active till his death at 98 a couple of years ago. And
99, I think.
Alan developed horses like Skeeter Machine for the late Francis Greer. He also developed a mare years ago for the late Dr. Bill Hunter by the name of Dancing Almahurst. Dancing Almahurst was broken, trained, and raced as a 2-year-old by Alan Bowen. Went on to make over $300,000 to be a significant player on the national harness racing scene.
That's it. We're good.
List of good horses that Alan Bowen trained goes on and on and on. And this, the Bowen Memorial, in honor of the generations of Bowens, Harvey Sr., Harvey Bowen Jr., of course, Butch Bowen, Alan Bowen, of course, Larry's still here. Hey, these guys, this track crew out there, folks, I'll tell you what, they've done a great job. Let's give them a big hand. What a great job they do. This has been a tough week with all the rain. They take a lot of pride in what they love, the tractor pulls and some of the other events, but they're tremendous help here on this racetrack and are fully cooperative, the whole race board, under the direction of our president, Ronnie McCaskill. They do a great job helping us put on a first-class harness racing program right here at the Brown County Fair. Got the fastest track record in the state set back in 2009 by, I Can Only Imagine, and Brandon Simpson when they paced a remarkable 151-1 over this track. That race went for $25,000. That's still the richest one race at an Illinois County Fair ever. Tomorrow we'll set some other records. The first race tomorrow for 2-year-old filly trotters goes for over $22,000. Not a record in of itself, but it starts a $100,000 plus racing card right here at the Brown County Fair tomorrow, the richest ever at an Illinois County Fair. Made possible by the horsemen who nominate their babies and to the Downstate Classic. Also by a generous contribution from our fair and the Illinois Department of Agriculture. Those races tomorrow and that Downstate Classic, of course, totally restricted to horses bred here in the state of Illinois. All right, guys, we need to move that blue tractor in the upper turn. The blue tractor needs to be moved off the racetrack and the upper turn before we can start this third race. And it's about to happen.
Good thing we operate as a team up here.
Bowen Memorial 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pace is about to go postward here in race number 3, Little Freddie G. That's the star. John's pick, Fox Valley Jupiter, and Tonto returns.
It was good to see those green shirts out there in the winner circle in the last race, part of the powerful Patton stable down there in Clinton, Mississippi. They always show up, they always show out, and they always have some good luck at the races. So we want to wish them luck. Thank them for watching for sure.
Absolutely. Thank all of our viewers out there, but we've got solid people out there, family members that live away from here that are watching a lot of these people race. We're having people that
clearly somebody on that tractor that's used to John Deere say.
But people that watch on a regular basis from other places, watch tracks that they can. I know Leanne Shin watches races that she's never been to that county fair before.
Right. Being able to kind of bring the whole state together under one, virtual umbrellas is so nice.
Because we wait for a tractor to be moved.
Yeah, I'm getting sidetracked out here watching what's going on around me, but still waiting for that to get off the track. We'll take this time. I'll give a couple shout-outs. You talked about people watching across the country. We were down in Paris a couple weeks ago, and Mary Lou Wright, the Fair Board president, and her daughter Mary Liz were talking about how fortunate they were that Mary Lou's son, Mary Liz's brother, was able to watch his home fair horse races from North Carolina. He put it on in front of the TV, had his whole family huddled around watching the races, and was really excited to show them kind of what he grew up doing, show them all of his favorite drivers from back home and all of his favorite memories. So, those kind of experiences are really why we do this, to kind of bring, the horsemen, whatever kind of fan you are, whether you are, die-hard horseman or whether you're just kind of a casual viewer. We want to make sure we bring you a product and it's entertaining and exciting.
And I'm not so sure they're not having trouble with that
I
tractor.
saw that, yeah. We another viewer.
Obviously, some kind of an issue with the tractor up there on the upper turn. Another tractor coming to the rescue here.
Another viewer I want to give a shout out to is we have Kathy Rutherford watching. Kathy, who's a horseman from back in the day, who used to come to these county fairs in the Illinois Fair Circuit. She herself.
Illinois Department of Agriculture has come up with a whole list of safety precautions that the county fairs must follow. So here at Mount Sterling, we're going to take every precaution, even though we have a little delay here before the start of the third race. Not a whole lot of room on that turn for the mobile starting gate. You just can't have that tractor that close to the racetrack.
Every day there seems to be some sort of hiccup, whether
Always,
it be
naturally, right?
medical showing up in time for the race, or
a tractor dying on the track and not being able to start or something right now. So
or people or vehicles, right?
Yeah. Yep, there's always someone crossing fair board.
Demolition Derby tonight, right here at the Brown County Fair in front of this grandstand.
Lisa giving a
still a big thank you to Sheena Mathena and her daughters, Tony and Corey. They're over there in the first turn.
Hills joke here that I'm not going to make, but
forbid that we have an accident of some kind. They're still very important.
Matt Hill, if you're watching, I'm not getting in on this.
I didn't say it. I said there's a joke that writes itself here.
Assist in many, many means, even though we're not having normal post parades today.
Okay.
In hopes of
Lisa's out of focus there.
Expediting this card.
There she
and
goes.
We're about to get that tractor off the track here.
Pull it to the middle, or are they going to hopefully not pull it all the way back where around the other side?
Scratch out those tire marks preferably, but.
I think the key there, I'm not so sure, but I would guess there's a John Deere driver driving that.
Probably,
red tractor.
Yep. That's probably
as
right.
in Mark Roberts.
Well, we got the
there's Mark right there
tractor off now. If we can get that screen moved, guys.
That's Mark with the gloves. I saw him out setting up stakes earlier.
And the guys are doing that, and it looks like we're ready to go. Thank you, guys.
All right, looks like the track is clean now.
Finishing that train of thought, just want to give a big shout out to Kathy Rutherford watching. She's been battling some cancer
Tom
for years.
Parker and the track crew, as always, have taken care of.
Following along, going to the fairs is the best medicine for her. So we want to wish her well and thank you for watching, Kathy.
Oriole. 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers. Jordan Patton on the 3, Fox Valley Jupiter.
We'll turn it back over to Ed and Lisa.
Bowen Memorial Pacers at the head of the stretch. Here they come. Race 3. Good start, and they're off and pacing. Fox Valley Jupiter gets the first call. That's the star on the inside. They race 1-2. That's the star now with Jamaica Patton by a length. Fox Valley Jupiter still parked up on the outside. He's going to drive up now and challenge for the lead here for Jordan Patton. Fox Valley Jupiter by a neck on the outside. That's the star, second on the inside. Tonto Returns is racing third, and Little Freddie G's the trailer as they race up the backstretch past that quarter-mile marker into the upper turn. Up front, the leader is Fox Valley Jupiter, the quarter in 31 and 4/5 of a second. 31 and 4 past the quarter. They're over to the 3/8 now. Fox Valley Jupiter by a length and a quarter. That's the star. Sets right there second. Tonto Returns is third. Little Freddie G's the trailer. They come towards the half-mile marker first time around. Fox Valley Jupiter, the some star somewhere. Gelding looks very comfortable on top here by about a length. Rolling up on the outside, that's Tonto Returns. The half in 103 and 4/5 of a second. 103, 4/5 of a second. Past the draw gate, over to the 5/8 they go. Fox Valley Jupiter on the inside. Tonto Returns. Only 3 parts of a length back on the outside there. Second, Jamaica Patton waits third with That's the Star. And after a miscue, the trailer is a Little Freddie G. He made a break there at the draw gate. They move over into that final turn. 3/4 and 135, a flat. Fox Valley Jupiter off of 3/4 and 135 flat with the lead. Tonto Returns out there on the outside. That's the star looking for racing room as they turn for home. It's still Fox Valley Jupiter. Tonto Returns on the outside. Fox Valley Jupiter is going to win it. Fox Valley Jupiter is going to win it. Photo finish for second. Very tight for second. No doubt about the winner, the 3, Fox Valley Jupiter.
All right, folks, good race. David's going to go down to the winner's circle as we get ready to give you the final results here. They're checking unofficial yet for third place.
Mile 2:04, last half in a minute and 1/5 of a second. Last quarter in 29 seconds flat. 2:04 flat. First lifetime victory for Fox Valley Jupiter. As John pointed out, he's been pacing fast over the mile tracks at Springfield and DuQuoin. Picks up his first career victory here in the Bowen Memorial in 2:04 flat. For trainer Dossie Minor, Jordan Patton picks up his second driving win. And the Bowen family coming trackside here to join our fair royalty. Carly Gallagher, Callie Cassing, little Mr. Conley Cheney Fitzgerald, and little Miss Veda Giesler. What a great job they've been doing this year at the fair.
Waiting for the final run.
Think about harness racing in Brown County. You think about the Bowen family. They've been very prevalent here through my whole life till this year. You never came to the fairgrounds without seeing an active Bowen presence. So I figure with a little research that this is the first time in 100 years that a horse training at the Brown County Fairgrounds is not raced at the Brown County Fair. Not any horses in training here anymore for the first time in at least 100 years as far as my research goes. Here's the Bowens, folks. Synonymous with harness racing here at the Brown County Fair. They're trackside with the connections of Fox Valley Jupiter, who's owned by Carla Santos of Springfield, along with their husband Alex, trained by Dosey Minor. Driven by Jordan Patton. Jordan's second win on the card. New lifetime record at 2:04 flat. Let's give him a big hand, folks. Jordan Patton. Alex Santos is down there. His wife, Carla, the owner. With the Some Star Somewhere gelding, Fox Valley Jupiter. Bred by Fox Valley Standardbreds, whose annual sale will be Saturday, August 31st. We got sale catalogs available over there in the horse barns for that sale. Fox Valley Jupiter.
All right, we wait for the final results here as they're checking them. When Ed gives them, we'll put them online for you to see how things finished up here. And then we'll go to commercial break as David went down to trophy presentation.
Results of the third race now official. Number 1, Little Freddie G was fourth. Number 2, That's the Star was third. Number 3, Fox Valley Jupiter, the winner, and number 4, Tonto Returns was second. First quarter was in 31 4. The half in 103 4/5. 3 quarters in 135. That mile was in 2:04 flat. Checks down 4-3-1, 2 on the bottom, 2:04 new lifetime mark. First lifetime win for number 3, Fox Valley Jupiter.
3-4-2. 3-4-2. Everybody got a trifecta. Well, David, everybody got a trifecta on that one. Even John.
Good.
And so
looks like Jordan's going to be leading the driver standings right now with 2 wins in the first 3 races.
And Harness Tube is sponsoring that.
Harness Tube is sponsoring, yes, a driver's prize and a trainer's prize for most points accumulated at the Brown County Fair this year. We'll give the award out tomorrow, but we're going to do $100 cash plus a Harness Tube shirt, whatever sizes I can find.
That's worth thousands of dollars right there.
I hope so, but yeah, we'll get some drivers and trainers awards out there to celebrate those who have committed to racing here at Brown County and had success doing so.
All right, and other awards going out today besides the picket drawings. We're giving, I believe the final saying on that was the driver of the fastest pace and the fastest trot today will get $100 from BC Hornet Sports as part of our legacy for this. Lisa and I have been coming to the Brown County Fair for years.
Next race will be the 3-year-old filly trot in the Midwest.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back.
Sponsored by Steve.
Yoder Custom Woodworking was started in 1995 by the Yoder family as a retail Amish furniture store in Sullivan, Illinois. They offer custom kitchen cabinets, granite and quartz countertops, built-in office and bathroom cabinetry, and offer a wide range of Amish furniture. Their store is located at 1117 West Jackson Street in Sullivan, Illinois, with store hours Tuesday through Friday 9 to 4:30 and Saturday 9 to 3. For more information, contact Yoder Custom Woodworking at 217-728-2166.
Yingling and Nissen Insurance. Stop in and talk to one of our agents today about your insurance needs.
We really appreciate the support of the community in our business for the last 40-some years. Come and see us if you have questions on your policy with us, or if you want a quote and you're with someone else now, we'd be happy to work with you.
Give Yingling and Nissen Agency a call at 217-773-3397. Go Hornet!
This is Tracy Hendricker with the Hendricker Funeral Home in Mount Sterling. For the past 50 years, our family has committed to providing the finest facilities and compassionate services to our community. We pledge to continue to assist the families we serve as though they were our own. We also want to wish the best of luck to all those competing on the playing field or striving for excellence in the classroom. You all make Hornet Nation so very proud. And remember, go Hornets!
All right, David, as we get ready for this fourth race today, 3-horse race, Hocus Pocus and Focus, Hope's Darlene, a Mississippi Model. Just to tell you where I'm going on this, I'm a big fan of Hocus Pocus and Focus. Real consistent horse in a lot of different ways, and I went with Mississippi Model for second, and the Hope's Darlene for third. You and Lisa went the same. You all picked Mississippi.
3-1-2, yeah.
3-1-2 on this.
Had a nice chat with Jerome today when he was unloading. Jerome Daniels, the trainer and driver and owner of Mississippi Model, and you know that's a horse that he's confident in. Came back at 3 the right way. Just a solid, steady race horse. So I used it on top. Jerome's horses are kind of coming into form right now, and Hocus Pocus and Focus, although the best last year, it seems like the rest of the field, or rest of the competition matured at a faster rate and caught up with her. And now they're kind of, she's not quite as dominant as she was last year, but she's still a heck of a filly.
Yeah. And again, you can't go wrong with a Jamaica Patton.
No. Speaking of, Jamaica's the leading trainer right now after 3 races. It's early, I know it's early, but Jamaica's going to be tough to catch, I think. He's got so many horses in and such a good chance in every race.
Who's the driver lead right now?
Jordan Patton has won 2 out of 3 races, so Jordan's got the edge on the rest of the guys right now.
It could be, before the weekend's over, could be a big fight amongst that Patton clan.
Yeah, it's splitting up the money to see where it goes. But, yeah, I said congratulations to Jordan down there. The said, you're leading, man, and you have to hold on to it now. So I said it's about time. We'll see what we can do. So Jordan's doing everything he can down there, and we wish him luck for sure.
Race sponsored by Mount Sterling Foods and Steve Kramer. Go to starter Roy Finn, and Roy's got the gate on the move. Mike Brink starting gate, driven today by Stacy DeRoos. Hocus Pocus and Focus and Jamaica Patton, Hope's Darlene, LaDerrick Huggins, and Mississippi Model with Jerome Daniels. $4,753 at stake here in race number 4. Hocus Pocus and Focus way back off the gate there for Jamaica, but he's flying up there. He's going to catch it here at the head of the stretch. This race sponsored again by Mount Sterling Foods. Here they come. They're off and trotting. Hocus Pocus and Focus on the inside. Hope's Darlene was away second, but Mississippi Model is rolling up on the outside, was rolling on up the outside, but Mississippi Model has made a break. Mississippi Model is off stride, now back trotting, but about 15 off the leader. Hocus Pocus and Focus, the DeJambro filly, leads him up the backstretch for Jamaica Patton. She was a winner earlier this summer at Cambridge in 2:05 and 1/5 of a second. She leads here by a length and a half. Hope's Darlene sits right there second. She's winless this year in 9 tries, 33 and 4. Pretty leisurely pace here for these 3-year-old trotters, but it's Hocus Pocus and Focus. Winner of 1 of 6 this year after winning 9 races and over $20,000 last year as a 2-year-old. The DeJambro filly Trotting along nicely for Jamaica Patton here. Leads by a length and a quarter. Hope Starling is right there second. Mississippi Model trots third. They've moved past the half over towards the draw gate. Half and 106 and 3. 106 and 3. Racing second, still Hope's Darlene. Mississippi Model, who made a break about there the first time around, is trotting only about 4 lengths off the lead now for Jerome Daniels as we race down the backstretch. All 3 of these fillies are in contention with just over a quarter of a mile to go. It's Hocus Pocus in focus by 2 lengths. Hope's Darlene is still there second, and Mississippi Model 3/4 and 139. And Jamaica has just set sail now with Hocus Pocus in focus off a pretty leisurely 3/4. They're trotting a lot faster now, these fillies at the head of the stretch. Hocus Pocus in focus is going to be tough to catch here. Jamaica to the whip. Late rally here by Hope's Darlene, and Hope's Darlene has made a break. Hope's Darlene is off stride. Ooh, got pretty close there. Nice job by Jerome Daniels to avoid that accident. The one's the winner, Hocus Pocus in focus. 2:08 2/5, 2:08 and 2 last quarter, and 29 and 2/5.
While we're waiting for the announcer, Dave, did you overhear what it looked like?
So Steve Kramer and his family down there with the Fair Royalty.
I should have hit the replay.
Mount Sterling Foods.
I guess. We didn't know that was going to happen, though.
By Steve Kramer, one of our fine sponsors of the harness races here at the Brown County Fair. Of course, Steve Kramer also a very active director of the Brown County Fair. Hocus Pocus in focus, owned by Ron Phillips of Athens, Jamaica Patton of Rochester, trained and driven by Jamaica Patton, who I said is the winningest driver at the Brown County Fair over the last several years. Jamaica's been a big supporter of the fair, brings a lot of horses here every year. He'll be back tomorrow. And he wins the Mount Sterling Foods. Steve Kramer sponsored 4th race here at the Brown County Fair. The connections are down there, Jamaica's family. Filly's also owned by former Menard County Sheriff Ron Phillips of Athens. Was bred by the late John Carver of Rock Island, bred by John Carver, who was the son of the founder of Bandag Tire Corporation, that you University of Iowa fans, and I don't think there's many of you here, but the Carver Hawkeye Arena at the University of Iowa, named after the Carver family who bred Hocus Pocus in focus. There is a disqualification in this race. Number 2, Hope's Darlene, was off stride at the wire, and the 3 Mississippi Model was lapped on. So if you're off stride at the wire and there's a horse that is lapped on to you, then you are placed behind that horse. And clearly Hope's Darlene was running through the finish line, so has been disqualified. With that, here's the results of race number 4. Number 1, Hocus Pocus and Focus was the winner. 2, Hope's Darlene was second, placed third. Number 3, Mississippi Model was third, placed second. First quarter was in 33 and 4. The half in 106 and 3/5. 3 quarters in 139. The mile was in 208 and 2/5. Fourth race checks from the top with the placings 132. 132. 208 and 2 for that trotting mile.
Okay, so you've got the official results up there. 132, 132. Guess who got the trifecta that time?
I do not know.
That would be Steve with his second one of the day. You and Lisa already have 2. So, but that's what's going on. We'll take a station break. We'll be back after these messages.
Orthopedics is probably one of the best specialties where you see something that's happened that's ugly and you get to see such a change when you fix them.
My passion is getting people back to their regular activities of life.
That's the reason why I went into orthopedics.
This job has been so satisfying.
It is so much fun to do what I do.
You get to help a lot of people, and it's definitely one of the things that give me great satisfaction.
Three-year-old colt and gelding trot. They go in one division for a purse of $5,011. There's no changes. Race is sponsored by the Henriker Funeral Home, Jamie and Tracy Henriker. Henriker is also fine longtime sponsors of the Brown County Fair and its harness racing program.
All right, David, as we get ready to go here with more racing, let's take a look at race number 5 if you want to go ahead and handicap that.
Sure, race 5 is the Midwestern Illinois Racing Association for 3-year-old colt trotters. I went on top to Fox Valley Nautica. This horse, just looking at recent success here, was second down in Charleston. Start before was last quarter in 29-1. Start before that was a winner, so just consistency lately here using that one on top. My second choice was down to the 4-horse, Hope's Star out of the Rochun Trigg barn with Mike Cox on the bike. You know, really consistent hitting those third place finishes there on the program. So I think Mike can get around this track okay and keep that horse. There's Travis Seekman's here, by the way. I just saw Travis go by and warm up a horse, so good to see Travis at the Brown County Fair again this year. He came last year and had a good time. I remember he was excited to see the Brandt race car in front of the fair board office and to see the big white-tailed deer we have on the side of Hagel's, the restaurant uptown. So Travis enjoyed coming down last year so much, he brought down this year a day early to stay overnight and race in the big races tomorrow. So glad to have Travis here. My third choice was Speak of the Devil, Travis Seekman on Fox Valley Harley for Jamaica Patton. The Gabe Wand owns this horse, and Gabe's been so helpful, letting as a representative of the Wisconsin horsemen, letting Illinois borrow their spare starting gate. We've really appreciated all that, and Gabe's a heck of a guy anyway. That's so much for horse racing. Looking at Steve and Lisa's picks, the 5th race, Steve went 5-1-4. He put Travis on top with Fox Valley Harley, and Nautica second, and then Hope Star third, so switching him up a little bit there. And Lisa's picks, looking at the 5th race, are 1-5-4. So she likes Wyatt on top. Wyatt missed her track record down there at Altamont and Charleston, so she put Wyatt on top, 5-horse Harley second, and Hope Star finishing third. Tough race up for anybody, could win this one. It's really kind of tough to separate some of these horses, but we're doing our best over here to try to pick them for you. Just happy to have the Henriker Memorial. Jamie and Tracy have been sponsors of the races for so long, and Jamie used to dabble in horse racing. There used to be a Hornet Racing LLC.
We got our 5 trotters now here for the 5th race. Number 1 will be Fox Valley Nautica, owned by Kevin and Keith Miller of Arthur, Glenn Otto of Arthur, and Lester Detweiler of Sullivan. Kevin Miller, the trainer, with Wyatt Avanetti. Number 2, Loy's Hook Smash, owned by Jackson Loy of Beecher City. Mike Rogers trains and will drive. 3, TV's Cosmac, owned by Jerome Daniels of Springfield. David Williams of Byram, Mississippi. Jerome Daniels is the trainer-driver. Number 4 is Hope Star, leased by Frank Thigpen of Crystal Springs, Mississippi. Roshan Trigg, the trainer, with Mike Cox. And number 5 is Fox Valley Harley, owned by Gabe Wand of Dodgeville, Wisconsin. Bob Wand of Wisconsin. And the Gales of Mineral Point, and Jamaica Patton of Rochester. Jamaica Patton trains with Travis Siekman. And behind the gate, race number 5, sponsored by the Henriker Funeral Home. Are at the head of the stretch. Over $5,000 at stake here in our 5th. Here they come. Great start for the trotters. Loy's Hookmass Smash makes a break just as I say that, but the rest of them are off and trotting here into the first turn. The red hot Wyatt Avanetti with Fox Valley Nautica leads by 2.5 lengths. TV's Cosmac is racing second. Trotting there third in the early going is Hope Star. Back there fourth as they swing out of the turn now is Fox Valley Harley and Travis Siekman. And they're on the move now as we race towards the 3/4 mile marker. They're pretty well strung out here with Fox Valley Nautica on top by 2 lengths, 32-1 past the quarter. TV's Cosmac is back there second. Fox Valley Harley has just made a break. Fox Valley Harley, Travis Siekman, they've gone off stride. Off the 3/8, the trotters are at the head of the stretch. It's still Fox Valley Nautica and Wyatt Avanetti. They lead by 3 lengths now over TV's Cosmac. 6 more back to Hope Star as we race past the half-mile marker. Back there fourth is Loy's Hawk Smash. On the outside again is Fox Valley Harley back trotting off a half in 104 and 1/5 of a second. 104 and 1 past the half. It's Fox Valley Nautica by 1.25 lengths. TV's Cosmac. That's right there second. Half was 103 and 1. Correct that. Half was in 103 and 1. Pretty good trotting for these 3-year-olds as they move past that 3/4 mile marker. It's Fox Valley Nautica by 1.5 lengths. TV's Cosmac is trotting there second. Fox Valley Harley's moving up third. 3/4 and 134 flat. 134 flat. It's Fox Valley Nautica, the leader all the way, and that gelding leads by 1.25 lengths as we turn for home. TV's Cosmac will come to the outside. We got a 16 to trot. Fox Valley Nautica. TV's Cosmac trotting very fast. Nautica on the insides. Cosmac on the outside. Very tight, but by a nose. This is totally unofficial. It looks to me like Fox Valley Nautica got there, but it was a dwindling lead, and that's totally unofficial. Looked to me like Fox Valley Nautica hung on there by a long nose over TV's Cosmac.
All right, David, another close race there at the end.
Couldn't write them up any better, could you?
No.
Checking my times here, make sure I got them all. Yep. Okay, times are up. Cool. Yeah, great race there.
Mine was in 2:04 4FS. 2:04 4FS. Pretty tight. Fox Valley Nautica and TV's Cosmac. We're going to wait for the results of the photo finish here to know for sure. Henniker family coming trackside for the trophy presentation.
Oh, no.
What is it?
That $1 million race is about ready.
All right.
One of them, I don't remember which one. Do you know which also goes with Joe Henniker?
Haley, I think.
Because Chloe's a Rice now. It's Haley. I'm almost 80%.
So it's good to see Joe Henniker out there with Haley Alsop, Tracy and Jamie Henniker. Joe Henniker, law school. I think he's got a year to go, and he'll be an attorney. Henniker family, longtime supporters of the Brown County Fair and its harness racing program. Jamie's owned a few horses over the years and probably still would if not for Tracy.
I was going to have him say something about that, and he beat me to the punch about Jamie owning horses.
Queen Carly and Little Miss Callie, Little Mr. Conley, and Little Miss Veda out there. Okay, folks, by a nose, Fox Valley Nautica, by a nose. The one hung on, Fox Valley Nautica with Wyatt Avanetti. Good job there by Jerome and TV's Cosmac.
So have you got him in order?
Photo shows the winner to be by a nose, Fox Valley Nautica.
He won 5 in a row at Altamont a couple days ago. He won 9 out of 10, 9 for 9 at Urbana. Yeah. And then
had 4 records.
Well, and then picked up the drive. It was 9 for 9 at one time, but yeah, the whole night was 9 for 10.
And then he had 4 records down south.
Wyatt Avanetti won 9 races the other day at Urbana. 9 races on one card. That was the most wins by one driver ever in one day at an Illinois County Fair. So Wyatt is red hot. He won 5 races the other day at the Effingham County Fair in Altamont. So 14 wins in just a couple of days and a lot of wins besides that. But 9 wins in 10 drives at the Urbana Fair last week. 5 straight at Altamont this week. And he picks up his first today. Right here, number 1 of Fox Valley Nautica, the winner. Number 2, Loy's Hawk Smash was 5th. Number 3, TV's Cosmac was 2nd. Number 4, Hope Star was 4th. Number 5, Fox Valley Harley was 3rd. First quarter was in 32-1. The half in 103-1. 3 quarters in 134. That mile was in 2:04 4/5. Race 5 checks down 1:52.43 on the bottom. 2:04.4 for Fox Valley Nautica. No changes. Race 6 coming up next. The Francis Greer Memorial.
All right, with that, we'll take a station break. We'll be back after these messages.
Oh. This is a really interesting 3-horse race. Again, it seems to me the...
Thinking about replacing a furnace or building a home? Confused by the options? Contact the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling about GeoComfort geothermal systems. Harness the energy stored in the earth to provide your heating and cooling. Geothermal is extremely efficient, safe, and environmentally friendly. It could save you up to 70% on your heating and cooling bills. Call the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling at 217-773-2626 to discover the best option for your home.
Make plans now to attend the 25th Annual Illini Classic Yearling Sale on Labor Day at the Illinois State Fairgrounds in Springfield. Established in 1999, the Illini Classic has been producing champions for a quarter century, including reigning Illinois Divisional Champions On Higher Ground and Scorecard Dandy. It's the Illini Classic Yearling Sale, Monday, September 2nd at the Illinois State Fairgrounds in Springfield, beginning at 11 a.m. Central. Come join us and finish the summer strong.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsville, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, David, back with Harness Tube. I want to thank our sponsors for keeping us on the air as we head to race 6 here. And we've had some quick races and some photo finishes that we haven't been able to do everything we normally do. 3-horse race here in number 6.
Yeah, we box a trifecta. You can get whatever you want, right? This is the Francis Greer, Snoz Greer Memorial. I went to Miss Peaches on top. You know, Jordan's our leading driver so far through 5 races. I'm going to use him with that horse. He's got some experience driving, got a win already. My second choice, the other horse who has a win already, Was She Name, and Shady Maple Becky taking up third there.
I went with one horse with that. I went 1, 2, 3. I put Miss Peaches second, Shady Maple Becky third. Lisa did a 2-3-1. You did a 2-1-3. So we've got a
Francis Greer Memorial. Nobody loved the races here at the Brown County Fair and the training activity here at the fair over the last 30 years. And the late Francis Greer lived right outside the front gate of the fairgrounds here and watched the horses jog every day. Came over and visited with the Alan Bowen most days. Has the good Illinois-bred pacer Skeeter Machine, who has been the Illinois Age Pacer of the Year. Now owned by Jim Greer, Jim and his wife Terry Greer, who have several horses in here this week. And they intended to race Skeeter Machine tomorrow, but she was a little off her game, so with the big races coming up later in the year, they decided regretfully to pass on the Brown County Fair. But the Greers do have Jim and Terry, who live in Peoria, do have a couple horses racing here at the Brown County Fair this year. And still stay in touch with those of us in Brown County. Jim's wife, Terry, it's kind of appropriate to mention that with the Olympics going on, that Jim Greer's wife, Terry Greer, represented the U.S. in the 1960 Rome Olympics as a gymnast. Terry, who still looks like she could handle the parallel bars, a very petite lady. Probably in attendance today. I haven't seen them, but they'll be here, I'm sure, supporting our fair this week. And Terry still, I'm sure, glued to the gymnastic events at the Paris Olympics because she participated as a representative of the U.S. Olympic team in 1960 in Rome.
Okay, are we ready?
Mentioned Kathy Rutherford being one of our loyal viewers, and Kathy jumps in the chat wanting to thank us for the shout out. We appreciate you watching, Kathy, and you're watching Meadowlands. I guess the rumor is, from what we hear, is it's pouring down rain there in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But we appreciate you watching. Hope the hot tub feels just prime today. We wish you the best of luck, Kathy. Thanks for tuning in. We've got some other time here, I think I can go ahead and mention some stuff. We just had a visitor up in the judges' stand looking over towards the barn area. We have Freddie Patton Sr. in the house in Mount Sterling in Brown County at the fair today and tomorrow. Freddie came up from Mississippi. He's an 81-year-old father of the patriarch of the entire powerful Patton stables. Without all of the Pattons that have been racing up here for 20-plus years, I'm not sure we would have a program to put on for you, because they buy so many horses, they race so many horses. And Freddie, the patriarch of that family, is here today. Want to wish him the best. Thank him for coming out, and hopefully he gets to see some good races today. And it's, how exciting to see Jordan leading the driver standings so far after halfway through the first card, and Jamaica leading the trainers. So also good to see he's got Fat Man Jaquavion out there. All these family members that trickle down generations. I'm sure he's excited to come watch him racing some high price, high stake, fast racing here in Mount Sterling. So appreciate you for coming out. Thank you for mentioning he was here, in attendance at the fair. We've just been stalling, Steve. I'll bring you back up now.
Well, I want to let people know again, we've got a pretty good view of the track here.
There's that.
At Brown County. A little difficulty with space up here, but overall best view that we've got of what I call the whole track.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if we can put a stationary to cover that spot, but it's not really good. Uh-oh.
All right, and there's camera one.
Memorial. And they're off in a trotting. Shady Maple Becky on the outside between trotters. Miss Peaches down on the inside. Oh, what's she name? As we race around the first turn, there's still 3 across the racetrack. Oh, what's she name on the inside? But Miss Peaches and Jordan Patton take over now. Oh, what's she name is back there second. Then third is Shady Maple Becky. Leisurely pace for the 2-year-old filly trotters and the Greer Memorial, racing for over $5,000. 2-year-old filly trotters go for $22,000 tomorrow in the Downstate Classic. But this is a good consolation if you're off the quarter and 35-1 for over $5,000. The leader is Miss Peaches. Oh, what's she name is there second. Here comes Shady Maple Becky and Wyatt Avanetti up to challenge off the slow pace. They're at the head of the stretch the first time, racing towards the half-mile marker, and Shady Maple Becky has taken over. She was a winner at Carlinville in 2:12 and 3/5. Miss Peach is still there second. She won at Rushville in 9 and 3. And oh, what's she name is third now, the half in 107 and 4/5. Past the dog gate, it's Shady Maple Becky and the red hot Wyatt Avanetti. They lead by 3. Miss Peaches is back there second. Oh, what's she name is racing third. Up the backstretch towards the 3/4 mile marker. Shady Maple Becky with a big lead. Oh, what's she name was making a move but goes off stride. Oh, what's she name the one is off stride again. In the final turn now, it's Shady Maple Becky, but Miss Peaches tips to the outside. 3/4 and 140 flat. 140 off the 3/4. We got an 1/8 of a mile to trot. Shady Maple Becky on the inside. Miss Peaches on the outside. They're at the head of the stretch here in the Francis Greer Memorial. Shady Maple Becky feeling the whip on the inside. Miss Peaches is coming at her. Miss Peaches goes right on by. Jordan Patton, Miss Peaches win the 6th over Shady Maple Becky was second, and oh, what's she's name, home third.
All right, folks, another good race on the finish there. I've got, and it's unofficial, from the the number 1 horse, or the number 2 horse, the number 3, then the number 1.
Steve Reiner coming trackside for the photo opportunity for the connections of Miss Peaches.
Gets her 3rd trifecta of the day by flipping around what David picked. 2, 1, 3. I went 1, 2, 3.
Al Bronsky's also here. Al Bronsky from Chicago is here today and tomorrow.
Gets that.
Al, a very well-known photographer of sporting events, taking pictures today and tomorrow of harness racing and other events of our fair. Appreciate Al making the long trip from Chicago to be with us here at the Brown County Fair. Ma was in 2:11.3. Jordan Patton picks up his 3rd driving win. He wins the Francis Greer Memorial. The Bowen family down there, along with Brenda Groder Hop and Jim and Terry are down there. That's Jim and Terry who I was talking about in the red shirt there. Terry Greer, a participant in the 1960 Rome Olympics as a gymnast for the U.S. Roshan Trigg, a big sponsor of our program here. Roshan's got 9 horses racing today at the Brown County Fair. Got a large Springfield-based stable. Jordan Patton with the 3rd win. Jackie Bowen down there in the winner's circle with Doug, close friends of the late Francis Greer. Francis Greer Memorial Race to Jordan Patton. Miss Peaches, trained by Roshan Trigg, owned by Latoya Hewlett of Clinton, Mississippi. Heard a while ago that Freddie Patton Sr. is with us here over there in the first turn. Freddie Patton Sr., grandfather of Jordan Patton, grandfather of Jordan Patton, father of Jamaican Freddie Patton Jr. Great to have Freddie Patton Sr. here at the Brown County Fair.
As you can see, Ed's got some visitors up here, some people that are pretty familiar with him, and making the TV screen. Yeah.
How's the Olympics going? Who you rooting for in the Olympics? I don't know. Basketball? Right there. Oh, the basketball team's doing good, right? Yeah, USA's going to win, definitely.
Results of the 6th race now official. Number 1, Oh What She Named, was 3rd. Number 2, Miss Peaches, the winner. Number 3, Shady Maple Becky, was 2nd. First quarter was in 35-1. The half in 107-4. 3 quarters were in 140 flat. The mile was 2:11 3/5. Race 6 checks from the top. 3-1-2 on the bottom. 2:11 3/5.
All right, with that, we'll take a station break.
Hi, this is Brad Cassing at Ray Insurance Agency here in Mount Sterling. We're located at 128 West Main Street. You can reach us at 217-773-3851. You may know that we are specialists in farm insurance as well as crop insurance and crop hail. But what you might not know is that we can quote and give you competitive quotes on your home, your auto, and your commercial business. So please feel free to give us a call at 217-773-3851 for all your insurance needs.
Wait, before you go and get your snacks and drinks, make sure to subscribe and like to Harness Tube. If you can't do that, just give us a thumbs up. All right, to the show.
Lisa's got a great picture down there again, down there under that maple tree. That's the place to be. It's a cool place to be, I bet, today.
That's kind of up on a hill there. The wind catches up over there under that tree. It's the only place I want to be when I'm kind of wanting a place to think, sit on that bench up there and just stare off north here. It's a beautiful view of the fairgrounds.
And great place to be, the fairgrounds on a day like today, particularly in the shade, watching harness racing.
Absolutely.
What else to do with a hot day or a humid day than that?
Good grandstand attendance. I see the fence is packed again. You know, people are having fun.
Want to thank our donors, our advertisers. This stays free because of this.
The 2, YF Lucky. Race 7, the 2, will be driven by Jordan Patton. Biggest race internationally in harness racing is the Hamiltonian. We're just a few minutes from the start of that $1 million race for 3-year-old trotters at the Meadowlands in East Rutherford, New Jersey. We'll keep you posted there. $1 million Hamiltonian, which was for many years, as a lot of you know, was in Southern Illinois at DuQuoin, but for the last 30 it's been in New Jersey and the New York metropolitan area, right across the Hudson River at the Meadowlands facility. That race this afternoon goes to post here in just a few minutes.
All right.
On paper, this might be the easiest pick that we've had so far. Number 1, Hope's Device seems to be the safest, easiest pick in this one. Usually stays trotting, and it's the only horse to have won a race. Actually, he's won 3 out of 8 this year with a record in 207 flat in Rushville earlier this year. After that, it's kind of a crapshoot. 2 first time.
Let's take a look at our picks here, David, as we go here. Picks out there on this one. You went 1-2-5.
Race 7, I went 1-2-5, and with Jordan on the 2, I'm not going to change a pick this late, but you know, Jordan, that makes it a little more interesting now. Hopes TV just has 8 starts, 3 wins, 2 seconds. You know, that's just the post or the rail here. I just look for that horse to be kind of tough in this field.
All 3 of us picked the 1 horse. You and I picked the 2 horse to finish second. Lisa picked the 3 horse to finish second. Fox Valley Garrett, the Mike Brink horse. And then it looks like we all 3 picked 5. The Jamaica Patent winning T-Bone.
And speaking of young drivers we've had on the circuit this year, looking at the 4 horse, John Smith, only 32 years old. He did make, it says 0 starts in the program. This is not his first start. He drove yesterday, I guess, at Charleston. They put him up on something. So we love seeing young drivers. We love seeing guys starting out and getting their careers going. There he is right there in the white helmet and red colors of Mikey Rogers fame, we'll call him. But wish him well today. Went 1-2-5.
And this brings back memories. On the second half of the sponsor of this race, O'Neill's Nails and Pills.
I don't even know where. Yeah, Dad worked there. Dad worked there for a long time when he was
Bill
younger.
Parker worked there. Worked in the back room.
I don't think that's still the name of the business, but I guess for.
Well, that's isn't that where?
More than that. Oh.
No, it would have been closer to the center there, but O'Neill's became Moreland and Devitt.
The back, Hagel? Was it in Hagel's?
Hagel's would have been, no, that would have been the hardware store. O'Neill's would have been in that next block past in between the 2 banks. And I'm thinking Orman's store used to be in that location.
I can't remember, but yeah, O'Neill's Nails and Pills years ago.
Nails and Pills. They go together.
I guess so.
Go to Ed.
300 to 500 starts. Here's Wyatt Avenetti, who's racing here and had a win a while ago, and Wyatt will drive several in the rest of our card and be very active tomorrow. Travis Seekman, who's driving today and will also be very active tomorrow. Just a couple of drives short of 300 wins, and his batting average is high enough that he'll be in the top 10 nationally after a few more starts. So we'll have 3 of the most talented drivers in North America here tomorrow. And Travis Seekman, Wyatt Avenatti, and Casey Leonard. Racing for over $100,000. Sound man, we got a speaker problem in the grandstand, they tell me. 7th race trotters in the Lozelle, Missouri, and O'Neill's Nails and Pills sponsored race are at the head of the stretch. Here they come for a purse of over $5,200. Number 4, Fox Valley Luger, has gone off stride. The 4's off stride. Jordan Patton looking for driving win. Number 4 goes to the front here with YF Lucky. YF Lucky with the lead. Away second is winning T-Bone. Hopes DeVee is trotting a third in that first turn. Mike Brink is back there fourth with Fox Valley Garrett as they swing out of the turn. And off stride, and was off stride, but back trotting now, but trailing is Fox Valley Luger. 2-year-old trotters in the Lozelle, Missouri, and O'Neill's Nails and Pills race move past that quarter-mile marker. And now Jamaica Patton has taken over with winning T-Bone. Quarter was in 35 seconds flat. Winning T-Bone and Jamaica Patton by 2 off a quarter and 35 seconds. YF Lucky is right back there second. Hopes TV is with the leaders third. Fox Valley Garrett is racing fourth. As they swing out of the turn, it's Fox Valley Luger back there fifth. Jamaica Patton leads with winning a T-Bone by about 3.5 lengths now. Jordan Patton is back there second with YF Lucky. Hopes DeVee is trotting third. Fox Valley Garrett is back there fourth. The half in 1:07 and 1/5 of a second. The half in 1:07 and 1. They're past the draw gate. They'll head up the backstretch. Winning T-Bone leads by 5. YF Lucky still second. Hopes DeVee is trotting third. Fox Valley Garrett and Fox Valley Luger. They move towards that 3/4 mile marker. Up front it's still the Jamaica Patton driven winning T-Bone, 3/4 and 1:41. A DeJombro colt, bred by the late Carl Becker's Fair Meadow Farm, leads by 2. Hopes DeVee is right there second now, and Mike Cox has him trotting very fast. Hopes DeVee comes to the outside with a head of steam on the inside. It's still a Jamaica, but Hopes DeVee on the outside now has a head in front. Hopes DeVee and Mike Cox are going to get there. Hopes DeVee wins it by a half a length. Winning T-Bone was home second. YF Lucky was there third. Fox Valley Garrett and Fox Valley Luger. Hopes DeVee, the 1, picks up the win.
David, as I'm giving a full replay the last minute of that race because it was a pretty exciting race.
It was. Still waiting to hear the time, but yeah, nice race there. I mixed up my second and third horse, but if I box it, I still take it. 2:11 and 4 seems to be the time for the mile, so I'll go ahead and run with that until I'm corrected. 2:11 and 4. So yeah, it's a good mile. Mike did a great job driving that thing. Hopes DeVee is awfully consistent this year. 9 starts, 4 wins, 2 seconds in his young career. So how'd you guys do?
Well, let's see. I'm looking here. What is it? It's 1-5-3.
This is the Lozelle, Missouri, and O'Neill's Nails and Pills sponsored race.
YF Lucky was second.
Marilyn Seckman down there. Charlotte Kruger.
You reversed yours. I did a 1-2-5.
Nailed the winner, though.
Other members of the family coming trackside here. Marlene Loomis.
Good to hear Marlene out there.
Lozelle, Missouri, a long time Fair Board member here at the Brown County Fair. served with a lot of distinction. Raymond Bullard, brother-in-law of Lozelle, ran O'Neill's Nails and Pills here in Mount Sterling on Main Street for many, many, many years. Also a big supporter of the fair, as are his descendants. Now, Roshan Trigg, who brought 9 horses to race here at the Brown County Fair, is in the winner's circle, joined by the families of Lozelle, Meservey, and Raymond Bullard, the connections of O'Neill's Nails and Pills. Mike Cox, folks, the winning driver here. Mike's had a successful summer as they win the Meservey and Memorial along with the O'Neill's Nails and Pills Trophy. Say 2-year-old Gellison, A Strong Hope from Lindy Lou by Craze, bred by Merle Miller, owned by Roshan, trained by Roshan, driven by Mike Cox. Fair Royalty down there with the trophy presentation. A few years ago, the driver, Mike Cox, was in a motorcycle accident, folks. He was in a coma for a long time in the hospital for many, many months. And it took him years to recover, but he's right back driving and winning here at the county fairs. Big hand, folks, to the driver of this one, Mike Cox. Horsemen, they have checks in the office. Marietta has checks for races 1 to 5 in the office. Checks are ready for races 1 to 5. See Marietta in the office.
We haven't given a rundown yet. So we get ready for the rundown, David, before we move any further with commercials or anything. Any other thoughts on the race?
No, just looking at I was doing some of the bookwork here on the drivers and trainers point standings, and it's still a patent show, as it looks like. We have Jordan on top, holding a lead by about 3 points, slimming lead, but still in the lead. And Jamaica's still leading the trainer standings by a comfortable margin, about 3 or 4 points, it looks like. So, you know, wish them both the best, but still anyone's game. We got a whole day of racing tomorrow yet.
Yeah, full day of racing tomorrow. As we get ready for race 8, we're halfway through this in an hour and...
Results of race number 7 now official. Number 1, Hopes de Vie, was the winner. Number 2, YF Lucky was third. Number 3, Fox Valley Garrett finished fourth. Number 4, Fox Valley Luger was fifth. And number 5, Winning T-Bone was second. First quarter was in 35 seconds. The half in 1:07 and 1. 3 quarters in 1:41 and 1. The mile was in 2:11 and 4/5. Race 7 checks from the top. 1, 3, 4, 5, 2 on the bottom. 2:11, 4/5. Remember, not only...
Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport is the go-to mobile home transportation company. We provide top-notch services including moving, block and leveling, and even demolitions with a quick turnaround time. If you're looking to move or get rid of your mobile home, Pine Ridge is the company to call. We now have dumpsters available for rent at competitive rates. Contact Wayne at 217-313-9744 or find us on Facebook.
LM Concrete Construction takes pride in providing quality concrete work to Mount Sterling and the surrounding areas, specializing in flat work, sidewalks, residential, new buildings, or add-ons, commercial and decorative concrete. Call Lorenzo Martinez for all your concrete needs at 779-279-4413. That's 779-279-4413.
Beat Big Flicka, and that race went in 2 minutes and 1/5 of a second. So I got to pick number 4 here. Adelicia to win, Big Flicka second, and I'll go with the 2-horse Some Stars and I to finish third. 4-5-2. Good luck.
And 4-5-2, you heard it there from John Teefee. That was his picks there.
All right, and we have our pick of winners. The $25 winner.
Lisa's picks out there, 4-5-2. I went with Big Flicka with the hot Wyatt Evanetti driving Wyatt Evanetti for first, second, Some Star Sandy for second, and then the 4-horse that everybody else picked to win, I picked to be the 3-horse in this race. And so that's the picks that we have going on for this race number 8 here, as we have 13 on the tab for you today. Everybody's gathered around the iPad for the Hamiltonian, and we'll have results. Ed will have those for you to see what happens. I know it was raining there earlier, and we'll see what happens. But White Avenetti cannot drive 2 horses, so I tell you what, we'll check and see who is driving one of the horses. David, Wyatt can't drive 2 horses. Who's driving the other horse? So as David checks that out to see what's going on so that we can make sure that our charts are right here. And so we wait to check that out.
White's only on 1 horse. Matt's on this 2 horse.
No, you know what? I get them Avenetti boys mixed up, don't I?
Just call them what Randy calls them. It's Wyatt Andretti, right? But yeah, we'll have Matt on the 2 and Wyatt on the 5.
There we go.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
Didn't hear, the audio was down, but the Hamiltonian just concluded. We watched it over here in the judges' stand in a downpour. The $1 million Hamiltonian in the Meadowlands was won by the favorite, Carl. Put a good mile.
Well, if the favorite hadn't won, there would have been a lot of conversations about that, wouldn't there?
I didn't hear the I'm good. I didn't hear the time or anything, but we'll get those details to you pretty soon. But yeah, great race. Came second or third over, van 3 wide top of the stretch, and in the last 16th just brushed on them and closed. So great race down there in East Rutherford. But we're racing right here in Mount Sterling coming up.
Yeah. Not for $1 million, though.
Not for $1 million.
$100,000
I think
all day.
Tina said something about the Hamiltonian went about 10 seconds slower than our 3/4 of our last race, so it was pretty quick out there in the pouring down rain.
Yeah.
What was our 3/4 time in the last race?
Here, I can tell you. 3/4,
51 and change. So they must have tried it at 51 and change in that slop, so good for them.
Yeah, since I've got the button over here, I can just push it right up. We'll turn it over to Ed.
County Fair, hadn't raced him in 3 years. It's before the mobile starting gate, and they rang a bell. They had Tiger Bill driverless, and Tiger Bill turned and went the mile and pulled up and came back to the winner's circle without a driver when he was about 20 years old. That's well documented in the annals of the Democrat message. 3-year-old filly pacers in the Bus Memorial. Fox Valley Beacon and J.T. White, Some Star Sandy and Matt Avenetti. Prairie Queen and Jordan Patton. Adelicia and Travis Seekman, Big Flick and Wyatt Avenetti. Here they come in the Bus Memorial. They're off in pace and a great start for these 3-year-old filly pacers. Some Star Sandy and Matt Avenetti drive out. They've got the early lead here. Adelicia and Travis Seekman parked out there second and 3 wide, but flying up on the outside, Big Flicka. Nan Turner's Big Flicka got away fourth, was third, now second, and Big Flicka's a neck back as we're going pretty darn fast up the backstretch this time. This will be the quickest first quarter of the afternoon. Big Flicka's not getting the front very easily, though, as Some Star Sandy is fighting him on the inside the quarter and 29 seconds flat. So it's Some Star Sandy with Matt Avenetti on the inside. He's parking brother Wyatt Avenetti with Big Flicka off the 3/8. They're at the head of the stretch, racing towards the half-mile marker. Avenetti's are 1-2 with Some Star Sandy on the inside, Big Flick on the outside. Nose and nose past the half go the Avenetti brothers, and Travis Seekman sits back there and licks his chops with Adelicia. half and 58 4/5 of a second. 58 4. Adelicia. Watch the 4-horse, folks. She's got the trip as the Avenatti brothers battle it out head to head, and they have done that for almost a half a mile. On the inside, Some Star Sandy is winning that battle, but Siekman looks like he could win the whole battle here with a little over a quarter of a mile to go. Now, Big Flick has been parked the whole mile. She's still out there game for Wyatt Avenatti. We got just under a quarter of a mile to go. 3/4 and 1:29 flat. We should have a sub 2-minute mile here. We've got 3 in contention. Some Star Sandy leads by a half a length. She's gone a whale of a mile wire to wire. Big Flick has been parked most of it. And now Adelicia just needs some racing room. They got a 16th to go. Some Star Sandy. Here comes Adelicia. Some Star Sandy. Adelicia's Travis Siekman. They're going to win it. Adelicia over Some Star Sandy and Big Flicka.
I've got the
2 minutes and 1/5 of a second. That was quite a race. Adelicia had won at Oak Grove down in Kentucky in 154.2 this year.
Okay.
2-1 and flat at Charleston last start. For 2-1 and change.
So David Brink tells me that Charleston line, Adelicia was a winner at Charleston
1-2-5.
just a couple of days ago.
Guess what? None of us.
In 2-1.
Next up,
This mile, 2 minutes and a 1/5, so it's back-to-back wins for Adelicia. That 2:01 mile you can see there at Charleston, line to be announced. That was a winning effort at Charleston the other day. In 2:01, wins right back here in 1:51 and 3.
I got the 2.
Ralph Buss Memorial. Buss family has supported the fair for many years. The late Ralph Buss passed away, I think, in
as we look at this into
the
this
50s,
race,
the late 50s.
That's going into the last turn.
And they've supported and sponsored the race here at the fair ever since. So that's been around 70 years the Busses have sponsored a race, a pacing race at the Brown County Fair. The winner this year of the Buss Memorial is the 4, Adelicia, owned by Ron Phillips of Athens, Jamaica Patton of Rochester, Ryan Speary of Springfield. Another training win for Jamaica Patton, driven here by Travis Siekman, who's from a noted harness racing family. Travis, a very talented driver. Ranked percentage-wise is one of the top in the nation. He's got a lot of mounts tomorrow during the Downstate Classic program. Travis has been with us here at the Brown County Fair for several years. He'll be very prominent next week at the Illinois State Fair. Let's give him a big hand, folks. Travis Siekman-driven Adelicia wins the 8th in 2 minutes and 1/5 of a second.
Yeah, probably need to make that 50% on my replays.
Yeah, that's slow.
Just look at this.
Yeah, folks, I've got that down to 25% speed, so I'll move that up to 50 from now on. But we can see what goes on here. If you'll look on the end.
Just watching outside, but he went wide there. They fanned out. He was okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, right now there's a. Well, you've got a head in the way.
Had to be river like that. Yeah, he pretty much fanned on his own. Okay.
All right, you can see how the race came out here and how the one came from the second spot there, David, and made a move.
The 4-horse Adelicia, yeah.
Split, or the 4-horse split the difference.
Trip.
Should have another good pace here in the 9th race.
Stacked up wide on his outside and locked Travis in that hole, but Travis shook loose and blew on by in the short stretch to win today's 8th race.
Okay, as we get ready to go here, I think We'll have the official results here in
shortly,
a few moments.
Did I do the 8th? Three, 4, 5.
Did you get it?
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Make plans now to attend the 25th Annual Illini Classic Yearling Sale on Labor Day at the Illinois State Fairgrounds in Springfield. Established in 1999, the Illini Classic has been producing champions for a quarter century, including reigning Illinois divisional champions On Higher Ground and Scorecard Dandy. It's the Illini Classic Yearling Sale, Monday, September 2nd at the Illinois State Fairgrounds in Springfield, beginning at 11 a.m. Central. Come join us and finish the summer strong.
Brown County Accounting and Tax recently opened in Mount Sterling. The team brings over 30 years of experience and is ready to advise on taxes, bookkeeping, and payroll.
Okay, we have 2 more winners.
No obligation to discuss your tax saving strategy and have already helped many in the area. Contact us today at 217-770-8082. We're excited to be part of the community and are looking forward to helping you.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
All right, David, as we get ready for race 9 here, day is moving right along. Brendan? All right, I'll make that change, David, if you want to talk about the picks coming up.
Sure. Looking at the 9th race up here, I've got 6, 4, 5 as my picks.
I have him down.
Okay. All right, so I went 6, 4, 5. UCD, UC Annie. That horse is 8 for 12 this year with 1 second place finish and made almost $12,000. Paced in sub 2-minute mile at Rushville, so this horse can get around a half mile. My second choice went up to Paradise Tomorrow out of the Kevin Miller barn. Wyatt and Kevin are just so tough. You see a lot of 2s on that page. That horse finished second a lot, 7 seconds this year. So using it second in my picks here. My third choice went down to Jaquavian Carter, Fat Man, on the on Counselor M. Counselor M is, if you look over here, is owned by Quajavian Jaquez Carter. That would be JJ, Jaquavian's brother. So I'm trying to get all this straight, but yeah, the family affair there. Love seeing that horse using third choice in my trifecta.
Is Mike Cox driving the 6? Did he just say?
I think that's what was you said. You said you had it.
I had the first one.
Mike Cox is driving the 6. Yes, that's what I had that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So looking at your 2 picks, race 9 here, we have in Steve's pick 6, 4, 5, exactly like myself. Actually, all 3 of us went exactly the same, 6, 4, 5 with our picks. Read the program alike as each other. Going to look at the 2 horses as well, though, because you have Cole Prather, 24-year-old son of Nick, making a start on a horse that last outing paced the last quarter at a county fair in 27-1. Some wicked speed there out of the Prather barn. So keep an eye on the 2 as well.
All right, that's the rundown by David and others. Counselor M.
The Pattons are cheering. The Pattons are here and turning out. I'd love to see it.
Hey, and I'm not against Jacovian winning a race today. I'm just not going to.
Would only be appropriate with great Grandpa Freddie Sr. over there in the barn area. So, all the Pattons are having a good day. Jordan and Jamaica still leading the driver and trainer standings. To throw a great grandson in there in the mix would be fun too. No.
All right. As we wait to get started here, ought to be getting pretty close, though, shouldn't we?
I just saw 2 horses come on the track over there. I'm not sure if I've counted the head. There's Brendan. There's Kevin.
I think it's okay. Down there.
There's Cole. There's Mike. There's Jerome. Oh, that's Fat Man. Sorry. Okay, I think we're out, I think.
Pace. Trot.
Avanetti. 5 is Counselor M, owned by David Williams of Byram, Mississippi, and Jacqueline Carter of Clinton, Mississippi. Cornelius Kavitz, the trainer, and Jaquivian Carter is the driver. Number 6, UCD, UC Annie, owned by D. Phillips of Athens and Jamaica Patton of Rochester. Jamaica Patton trains with Mike Cox. Here they come, race 9. And they're off and pacing. It's She's Hypnotic and Kevin Bender driving out. A little rough gate, a little steppy there. She's Hypnotic with the lead on the inside, but Wyatt Avanetti's driving up on the outside now with Paradise Tomorrow. Paradise Tomorrow has made the front. She's Hypnotic is back there. Second, Pascalina is racing third. UCD, UC Annie, 3 wide, moves up now, was fourth, now third, as they race towards that quarter-mile marker. Up front, Paradise Tomorrow. Wyatt Avaneti looking for another win. They lead it by a length and a quarter. She's Hypnotic is right there second. First quarter was in 30 4/5 of a second. UCD, UC Annie. About 8 off the lead is back there. Third, Pasqualina is racing fourth. Cole Prather moves to the outside with MC Skyscaper 2 as they hit the top of the stretch. Then we got Counselor M. We race towards the half-mile marker. Up front, the leader here is Paradise Tomorrow by a length and a quarter. She's Hypnotic is there second. UCD, UC Annie's a closer third now. Moving up a fourth is MC Skyscaper 2. On the inside, fifth is Pasqualina and Counselor M. Half in 102 flat. 102 off the half past the draw gate. They head down the backstretch. Up front, Paradise Tomorrow. She's got every call, and now she leads by a widening 5 by 6. She's Hypnotic going a nice mile for Bender. She's on the inside there second. UCD, UC Annie is stalled on the outside third. 3/4 in 133. They're in the final turn, and they're not going to catch Paradise Tomorrow today, as she's got an eighth of a mile to go, and Paradise Tomorrow. Tough on front here for Wyatt Avaneti. And Wyatt's going to pick up another one. He's got an 8th length, 9 length, 10 length lead here with Paradise Tomorrow. Home all by herself, a little battle for second. She's Hypnotic will be second, followed by UCD, UC Annie. Home fourth was Cole Prather and MC Skyscaper 2. 2 minutes, 4/5 of a second. 2 minutes, 4/5.
Okay, David, we're pretty sure on the 1, 2, 3, right? It'll be a 4-3-6.
So.
4-3-6.
That's what Ed called. That's what I wrote down. It's unofficial though. So, but yeah, great mile by She's Hypnotic. Kevin blew off the gate, parking wide in the
2 minutes 4/5. That makes the last quarter in 27.
102 and 2, David.
And 4/5 of a second. 27 and 4 last quarter.
It's a big last quarter.
58 and 2 last half. Paradise tomorrow. Floyd McCaskill was a long-time president of the Brown County Fair. He's on the Hall of Fame of Illinois agricultural leaders over at the Illinois Department of Agriculture, as a nationally prominent breeder of Hereford cows. Floyd saw the fair through the tornado of 1966, where most of the fairgrounds was destroyed. His son, Ronnie, down there with Randy, Matt McCaskill. Alan, who sung our national anthem earlier, Tammy McCaskill Kitchell, other members of the McCaskill family. Ronnie does a great job as president currently of the Brown County Fair Association. His wife Ruth serves as our secretary, our recording secretary, and has done that very ably for many, many years with our fair royalty. Folks, the McCaskill family are about to greet Paradise tomorrow, owned by Kevin and Daryl Miller and Glenn Otto, all of Arthur, Lester Detweiler of Sullivan, trained by Kevin. Wyatt Avenatti, the leading driver of the Illinois County Fair Circuit by far this summer, picks up another win here at the Brown County Fair with Paradise tomorrow, 2 minutes and 4/5, with the last half in 58 and 2, the last quarter, 27 and 4/5 of a second. Let's give him a big hand, folks. The Floyd McCaskill Memorial.
You're froze, Lisa. Just move it or something. Zoom in, zoom out, something. Okay, I'll try here. There we go. All right, I got it. Nope, lost the whole thing. That I had it back.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Didn't hear that.
All right, we'll wait for it to link up here,
okay,
folks. It should be linking
that
here.
plug and then I went ahead and unplugged it and plugged it back in. Try that. So.
All right. We'll see what happens here.
It's supposed to be easier when we're plugged in, right?
Supposed to be. So far today, not. It's a bad omen. You wanted to set up downstairs. I set up upstairs for a cord. There we go.
We changed source numbers or something. What's HDMI 3?
HDMI 3 is that one setting up there, if in case you want to go. I have it all still set up to go here. Got a picture of down there at the end and our outriders out there. And let's see, that was race 9. I'll see if I can get back to my...
Did not get result there, did we? No.
And I got to pick, let's see, make sure that...
Results of race number 9 are now official. And there is a placing. Number 1, Pascolina was 5th, placed 4th. Number 2, MC Skyscaper was 4th, placed 5th for making a break and causing interference on the first turn. Number 3, She's Hypnotic was 2nd. Number 4, Paradise Tomorrow, the winner. Number 5, Counselor M was 6th. And number 6, UC Annie finished 3rd. First quarter was in 30 and 4/5. The official half was 102 and 2/5. That's 102 and 2/5 for the half. 3 quarters in 133. The mile was in 2 minutes and 4/5. Checking down, race 9 reads 4:52. 1:63 on the bottom, 2 minutes 4/5 for that pacing mile in the Floyd McCaskill Memorial. Coming up next is race number 10, the Gib McNiff Memorial, first division of the 3-year-old Colt Pacers. Number 3, Dandy's Tornado, will now be driven by J.T. White. J.T. White on the 3.
Okay, Dave. I'm froze now on my other one. Here we go.
I think the yellow's
There
hot.
we go.
I touched the yellow and it feels like it's warm.
Yeah, it's
so.
warm. It's a hot day up here, folks.
I have a fan in my car. I should have brought it up and plugged in just to run on it, but I did not bring it up here with us.
All right. Well, we'll take a break here. We'll be back after these messages.
Housing lender.
Disasters can strike when you least expect it, but that doesn't mean you can't be prepared. At ServiceMaster Restore, we offer pre-loss planning services that'll help your business stay better prepared for the unexpected. With over 65 years of industry experience, ServiceMaster Restore has the experience and know-how to provide the peace of mind you need to make sure your business stays protected. Call ServiceMaster Restore today for more information on our pre-loss planning services and get the help you deserve now.
Maintaining your lawn can be a never-ending battle, but Bemis Lawn Service with their state-of-the-art equipment and skilled team of lawn experts are ready to take on any job you need completed for your lawn, such as lawn maintenance, fertilization, turf weed control, grub control, driveway weed control, overseeding, and shrub trimming. Call Aaron at 217-653-0198 or Scott at 217-653-0197. Bemis Lawn Service, they've got an eye for all things green. Go Hornets! Yoder Custom Woodworking was started in 1995 by the Yoder family as a retail Amish furniture store in Sullivan, Illinois. They offer custom kitchen cabinets, granite and quartz countertops, built-in office and bathroom cabinetry, and offer a wide range of Amish furniture. Their store is located at 1117 West Jackson Street in Sullivan, Illinois, with store hours Tuesday through Friday 9 to 4:30 and Saturday 9 to 3. For more information, contact Yoder Custom Woodworking at 217-728-2166.
Okay, David, as we take a look at race 10, moving right along here, next to the last pace. And so...
Oh, he's down, isn't he? Okay.
Yep.
Good to hear Luann Ham in attendance today. Won a couple pick winners so far. Luann's dad, Bill Mowen, raced horses out here at Brown County for numerous years. Had horses for the Bowens as well as other horsemen in the barn area. I know Bill enjoyed the horse races, and I know Luann's enjoying being here as well. But yeah, looking ahead at the 10th race, my picks, I went 2-4-1. On top, I used the Jim and Teresa Greer, Downtown Leroy Brown. That horse shows 3 miles on the card with last quarters of 27 seconds in change. That's just kind of tough speed to beat. My second choice, Vertical Speed, Wyatt and Kevin, is just, again, a couple miles with 27 last quarters, win last start. Little sentimental picking the Greers over the Millers, but it is what it is. My third choice, Holy Lucifer. Travis Heatman picking up the lines now for Carol Hayes. This horse has been consistent, racing around the fairs and DuQuoin and stuff, so that's my third choice.
All right. Lisa and I went a little bit different. We flip-flopped the 4 and a 2, so we are going Vertical Speed and riding that Wyatt Avenetti winning streak there.
I'm the sentimental pick with the Greers here, but I think maybe with a good little luck we can get it done.
And then we went with the 2, hoping Connor does really well with that. And then the last pick, my wife stole the sheet. Sorry. Oh, here, you can look over my shoulder. I picked the 5 horse, Michelle's Girl Crush, to finish third, and she picked Holy Lucifer like you did. So she just flip-flopped the first and the second with that. So, David, that's looks like the picks.
This is the Gibb McNeff Memorial. Gibb had horses in Dad's barn for numerous years, and I think he had horses back to the 60s and 70s. All of his horses were named Buckhorn something after the township here in the county. You might remember Buckhorn Society, Buckhorn Big Buck, Buckhorn Becky. Named a lot of the horses after grandkids. So there was a Craig at one time, a Becky at one time. often fond memories of Gib McNeff out here at the fairgrounds.
Okay. All right. We'll go back to Ed.
Memorial. Race for 3-year-old colt pacers. One of Gibbs' better horses was a horse raced by Alan Bowen named Buckhorn Society. Now, Steve and Lisa Surratt, remember, giving a prize to the driver that wins the fastest trot and the driver that wins the fastest pace each day. So big thank you to Steve and Lisa Surratt, who not only do the Hornet Tube for the local sports, but they've been doing Harness Tube for the county fair harness races this summer. Do an excellent job. Harness Tube under the direction of our own David Brink. Gib McNeff Pacers at the head of the stretch. Holy Lucifer and Travis Seekman, Downtown, Leroy Brown, Connor Prather, Dandy's Tornado, J.T. White, Vertical Speed, Wyatt Avanetti, Michelle's Girl Crush, and Matt Avanetti. Here they come. Great start for the 3-year-old Pacers here as they race into the first turn. Up front, the leader, that's Wyatt Avanetti with Vertical Speed. Wyatt going for another victory for another Kevin Miller trainee here. It's Vertical Speed by 2.5. Holy Lucifer is back there second. Racing third is Jim and Terry Greer's Downtown Leroy Brown with young Connor Prather. Just started driving here about a month ago. Connor's right there third with Downtown Leroy Brown. First quarter, 29-3. Pretty quick quarter here. Vertical Speed by 1.25 lengths. Holy Lucifer's there second. Downtown Leroy Brown is racing third. Michelle's Girl Crush is fourth on the outside. And then we got Dandy's Tornado as we race towards the half-mile marker. Vertical Speed by 1.25 lengths. Holy Lucifer getting the perfect trip there second. Racing third is Downtown Leroy Brown. 1/2 minute flat. Off the 1/2 minute flat. They're at the draw gate. It's still Vertical Speed. Wyatt Avanetti, they lead by a length. Holy Lucifer is right there second. Downtown Leroy Brown is racing third. Rough gated now off stride goes Michelle's Girl Crush. Moving up to take over fourth now is Dandy's Tornado. 1/4 mile to go. It's Vertical Speed by 1.5 lengths. Holy Lucifer right there second in Downtown. Leroy Brown is back there third. 3/4 and 30 2/5 seconds. And Vertical Speed just shifted gears. He's flying, folks, with 1/8 mile to go. He's going to go a big last quarter if he keeps this up. Vertical Speed draws clear by 7, by 8. It's all Wyatt Avanetti. Vertical Speed wins the 10th. Holy Lucifer home second, followed by Downtown Leroy Brown. Then we're going to get Michelle's Girl Crush and Dandy's Tornado. Last quarter in 27-2, the mile 1:57 4/5 second. 1:57.4. Last half in 57.4. Last quarter in 27-2. That's some serious pacing. Vertical Speed, the 4-horse, the winner.
Well, David, as we come back here, Lisa and I picked the correct horse. Lisa almost got to trifecta. The 1-2 needed to switch places for
Let's see the
her. It
Moore
was
family
a
here coming out there.
If I box my try, I hit it.
Excuse me.
Craig Moore's out there.
And so, yeah, the box, you guys would have been okay.
From St. Louis.
Let's cut Ed back, and we can talk for just a second. As a new pacing
a new fastest time
so far today, and that's going to be Wyatt Evanetti vying for that crisp $100 bill.
Absolutely.
For the fastest driver for the day.
1.
Let's go back to
It's good to have them back here at their Brown County Fair to honor their grandfather, the late Gib McNeff, and his wife Ines has passed in the last year. Sue and Frank Moore, always here at the Brown County Fair. And Gib and Ines were fixtures here. Greatly missed. Frank and Sue and Craig. The kids keep the memory going. And here comes Kevin Miller and Wyatt Evanetti back to our winner's circle. Wyatt Evanetti, 9 wins at Urbana, 5 in one day at Altamont, and he's got his third here with the Kevin Miller trainee vertical speed. Last half, folks, 57-4 with the last quarter and 27-2. Let's give him a big hand. Vertical speed, Kevin Miller and Wyatt Evanetti. They win the Gib McNeff Memorial.
All right. David, I'll let you pick things up for a second.
10th race was a good race, of course. We didn't quite get the picks right, but we were in the right ballpark, we'll say. White did a great job there, kind of controlling that race. Putting in a great mile. Last quarter was snappy, 27 2/5 of a second in the Gib McNeff Memorial. Good to see all the Gibbs grandkids and great-grandkids out there still supporting the Brown County Fair. I know they love coming back. I see Craig post all the time about how much he enjoys coming back to all the fair activities here in Mount Sterling. I'm just going to go ahead and take a peek here real quick ahead in the program. Oh, let's look at the standings for our points, drivers and trainer of the meet. We still have Jamaica Patton leading all trainers with 22 points. Kevin Miller there has 18, so we're a close 4-point spread there. Wyatt Avenatti has taken over the lead from Jordan Patton. Wyatt's now standing at 25 points, while Jordan now has 17. So Wyatt's been winning here recently, jumped out some bigger lead, but Jordan's still in contention here, and Jamaica still is leading our trainer standings. I think we don't have finals yet. I don't think he said it.
Congratulations.
Results of race 10 now official. Number 1, Holy Lucifer finished second. Number 2, Downtown, Leroy Brown was third. Number 3, Dandy's Tornado finished fifth. Number 4, Vertical Speed was the winner, and number 4, Michelle's Girl Crush was fourth. First quarter was in 29 3, the half in a minute flat, 3 quarters in 1:30 2/5. The mile was 1:57 4/5. Race 10 checks from the top. 2, 3, 5, 1, 4 on the bottom. 1:57 4/5. So don't forget the driver with the fastest pacing win and the driver with the fastest trotting.
Napa know-how.
Hello, Earl Flack for your locally owned McKay Napa Auto Parts store. Here today to talk about Mobil 1. Everybody likes Mobil 1 for some reason. Not for sure why. Maybe it's the best full synthetic oil available. $5.99 for a quart of full synthetic Mobil. I can't believe that. You can't even get that at a box store for that kind of price. And if you can, you're not going to get the same service. And by the way, receive a Napa Ultimate Trucker hat with any $25 purchase. You got to see this baby, gray and white. Looks great. Thank you for your business with Napa Know-How.
Located in the beautiful countryside of Brown County, Rolling Greens is one of the most beautiful 18-hole championship golf courses in west central Illinois. The golf course offers Monday unlimited play for just $27. Ladies' Day on Tuesday and Senior Day is Wednesday. Play 18 holes with a cart and get a hot dog and chips for $28. Rolling Greens memberships are inexpensive and include free range balls, discounted league play, and an opportunity to play as few or as many holes as you desire daily. Call for a tee time today at Rolling Greens. 217-773-3085.
Cassing Lumber Company in Mount Sterling is celebrating 50 years in business.
We are your one-stop shop for all the supplies you need for your next home improvement project. Top quality lumber, building materials, and paint will give your home the freshness it deserves. We also offer a unique gift shop with new items every season for your home decor. Come visit us in Mount Sterling and always think Cassing Lumber. We'll all be glad you did.
All right, David. Number 11 here as we move right along here.
I don't remember what the 6th race went in, but the 5th race seems to be our fastest trot so far.
All right, and who's got it?
Kevin and Wyatt. I didn't see the horse. I think it was, I said 4th race, 5th race. The 6th race, I didn't get a time written for. I think it was a memorial. I was down there. 2-4, where's it at? Wrong race. 2, 4, and 4, 5th race seems to be our fastest trot so far.
And Wyatt's got that so far?
Wyatt and Kevin. And the horse is Nautica, Fox Valley Nautica. I'm going to double check that 6th race from my notes if I can pull it up. I didn't get a final time.
All right. Well, let's take a look at this 11th race. You picked a 2-horse, Ashley Silver Guy. Not surprised there with your pick there. You've been picking that horse a lot this year, right?
That gray horse coming on the track here somewhere is the last horse that Dad ever trained. Sold to Cox family of Huntsville, close friends of the family. Doug trained it, Dad trained it. And, of course, the last quarter on the top line there is 26-1. That horse can go awfully fast. Sometimes corralling him is the problem, but I use that horse on top.
And it's a nice-looking horse.
Yeah, it's beautiful. He's a really pretty grown horse. The 5 horse was my second choice, Super Shark. You love that horse. That's a sibling at a park on the road to double parked to a mare that we had named Bombay Parkway, who went on to compete against some of the best open mare pacers in the Midwest. It's a good family with my second choice. My third choice went to I Understand. Kevin and Wyatt are tough to pick against right now. Where are you guys at?
Well, I went with I Understand. I'm going with Wyatt Avanetti. Again, hot horse, hot driver. You can't not go with that. Ashley Silver Guy, second for me, and 4th, Dandy's Lady Man. Is my outside pick there for that other spot. Lisa went 2, 3, 5. Ashley's Silver Guy, followed by I Understand, followed by Super Shark. And that's Lisa's picks for the day.
Brendan's out there. I didn't see Brendan. Okay, yep.
Any changes?
Drop an N in his name, but any changes? I don't have any right now. I think I just have my notes here, my highlighting notes. TP's talking about Evelyn Brandt Thomas now, mentioning her NASCAR here in front of the Secretary's office today. Evelyn's a big fan of local fairs, very generous donor. Her family did quite well with the Brandt Ag business.
Absolutely.
They're getting behind the gate, aren't they? Looks like their field's starting to bunch up. We will go ahead and toss it to Teef. I will get the camera back. Did you? There we go.
Trained by Nick Prather, Connor Prather driving. The 2 will be Ashley Silver Guy, owned by Carol Cox. Mike Rogers trains and drives. 3, I Understand, owned by Arthur's Kevin Miller. Kevin trains with Wyatt Avanetti. 4, Dandy's Ladies Man, owned by Chase Porter. Mike Rogers trains with Brendan Potts. And the 5 is Super Shark, owned by George Pollock. Nick Prather trains with Travis Siekman. They're at the head of the stretch. Race 11. Here they come. Great start here on the inside. Ashley Muffler away well. Ashley Silver Guy driving out for the early lead. Those two like a team into the first turn. It's Ashley Muffler on the inside with a 20-year-old Connor Prather. They lead by a head. Ashley's Silver Guy on the outside now gets a neck a half a length ahead. It's Ashley Silver Guy with the lead. Ashley Muffler is there second. I Understand and Wyatt Avanetti right third. As we race past that quarter-mile marker, back there fourth is Dandy's Ladies Man and the trailer Super Shark. First quarter was in 30 and 1/5 of a second off the quarter. In 30 and 1/5 of a second is Ashley Silverguy with the lead. Ashley Cold Muffler is their second. I Understand pulls to the outside there, third, and right on his back comes Super Shark. They're in the lane the first time. It's Ashley Silverguy on the inside. Here comes I Understand and Wyatt Avenatti. Not going to make the front easily, though, as they battle past the half into the lower turn. On the inside, Ashley Silverguy. The half is in 101 flat. I Understand on the outside right there, second. Ashley Cold Muffler gets the trip third. Second over with a nice trip. Watch out for Super Shark. He's getting brought up nicely. Got a speed duel up front. It's Ashley Silverguy on the inside. I Understand working real hard on the outside. Now gets to the front. A half. 3/4 now by a length. The new leader is I Understand, but here comes Super Shark. I Understand on the inside. 3/4 in 130 and 4. Super Shark on the outside. He's only a half a length back. We got an eighth of a mile to go. I Understand along the rail. George Pollock, Super Shark on the outside. I Understand. Super Shark coming at him. It's still I Understand. Super Shark trying hard. I Understand and Super Shark. I Understand's going to hold him off. Super Shark will be second. Ashley Cold Muffler third. Ashley Silverguy with a tire off is there fourth. And Dandy's Ladies Band will be fifth. 159 3/5. 159 3.
Just heard some chatter up here. Apparently, Ashley Silverguy had a flat tire finishing that mile. I don't know if when it happened or what happened, but that was some of the talk up here. That horse got tired, but it's a tough trip, battling neck and neck so far up the first half. Good drive by Connor Prather. The younger Prather boy is impressing me now. I knew Cole had some talent, but Connor is a heck of a driver, getting home third there with Ashley Cold Muffler.
This race is unofficial. I Understand was first to the wire, but the judges are reviewing the race, so it's still unofficial. 159 and 3 was the time for the mile. This race, the Evelyn Brand Appreciation Award race. Evelyn was with us for most of the morning and for most of the race program. Evelyn is 100 years old. She was one of the founders of Brand Fertilizer, now Brand Consolidated Incorporated, founded in 1953. She married Brown County native Gordon Thomas. Evelyn's list of accomplishments and awards are long and impressive. She was Springfield's first citizen, longtime supporter of Brown County and especially the fair. Helped support the Downstate Classic. This race is still unofficial. I Understand, the unofficial winner, owned by Kevin Miller of Arthur, trained by Kevin. Another driving win for the red hot, very talented Wyatt Avenatti this mile, 159 and 3.
They're still reviewing the footage on that last 11th race, trying to determine what happened, make sure they have everything the way it needs to be. But it was a good race either way, you know. Nice, great start, really. Super Shark got a little rough getting off of the gate. Maybe if he'd stayed flat there, maybe he settled down and would have been a little closer and maybe could have got there or something. But a good race nonetheless. It's a tough horse. I Understand is off of 2 wins in 3 seconds in the last 5 starts. This horse has only missed the board this year. Looks to be 3 times. Got a mark of 53 and 4. That's an honest win by I Understand, we can say. Super Shark put in a good mile. That horse, like I said, I root for the Pollocks. Obviously, I root for anything out of Park on the Road. That mare has a soft spot in my heart after all of her progeny have done so well. Still reviewing the tape over there. Ashley Cold Muffler was a nice third for Connor. I can't talk him up enough. I didn't know how he would be as a driver. I knew more about Cole being a little bit older, but Connor, I've seen him drive 3 or 4 times, and each time has been a competitive drive, a smart, fair drive, stuff that you want to see in these young guys. So we'll see what happens with the judges, but we are just... Okay. Cool.
Judges are reviewing the 11th race, looking at the films and talking to a couple of the drivers regarding possible interference.
We've got 2 races to go, Steve.
Yeah, the interference does not affect the winner, so we can go ahead with the pick the winner contest. The winner, the official winner, was the 3 I Understand. The complete results we're still waiting on them, but they have now decided no problem with the winner, number 3 I Understand. The mile was in 1:59.3.
3:51. David, 3:51. That was race 10, right?
Okay, we have 2 more winners, and we've gotten some help with our winners because we've had some people helping us pick the winner. We had Sterling and Owen Teefee that were helping.
I was the only one that got the first place horse.
They've been very good helpers.
Yeah, I was. Hey,
our $25 prize goes to Sue Bancroft.
All right. We looking at 2 more races left, contrary to what I sent you a couple days ago. There are 13 races today, but let's talk about this 12th race. More importantly, the race sponsor of the upcoming 12th race.
I don't know who that is. It should be BC Hornet Sports.
BC Hornet Sports.
That's Lisa and I's broadcasting company. It's part of our not-for-profit, Hope Through Faith Ministries. Hope Through Faith Ministries is a not-for-profit and gets our funding from the advertising from BC Hornet Sports. The community has been good to us. We do about 150 to 200
I was going to say,
sporting
you've been
events
good to the
per
community
year.
as well. You cover so many of the different events and out there from young kids to old kids.
Yeah, Little League, we sent a crew up to up north, almost to Morrison area to bring the Little League state. At least we got 3 of the games in. We weren't able to send somebody on Monday, but we do it for Little League when they get to districts and so forth. We did the whole district tournament here. Thanks to Kevin and Colin Dieterle and Tracy Dieterle for doing that. But we're getting ready for football here in the fall, volleyball in the fall, softball, baseball, junior high in the fall. So a full schedule. And then basketball is completely crammed, completely full. We'll have 2 and 3 sets of broadcasters out on a given night, some nights to broadcast events.
But that's the cool thing, though. I think what you guys provided for this area is the consistency in broadcast. Fans who might have a interest can pull it up and follow along. They know where you're usually – any place there's a game you're going to be if you can make it and if the weather's okay.
Yeah,
so
of that,
the community's very fortunate to have you guys step up and do this kind of work for us.
We enjoy doing it. It's a labor of love, kind of like doing the harness racing with you. We
Gives
don't
you a reason
do it
to follow, right?
It's a reason for old folks, a reason to get out of the house.
Yep, and a reason to follow the teams when you don't have a family member playing. We'll give TV back up.
There is a placing. The judges had determined that the 1 horse interfered with the 2 horse at the 3/4 pole, causing the 2 horse to have a blown tire, as you saw finishing here. The 2 horse was tiring at the 3/4 pole, and the 1 horse couldn't avoid him as he slowed down in front of him and caught the tire. So there's a placing here. Number 1, Ashley Cold Muffler was 3rd place, 4th. Number 2, Ashley Silverguy was 4th place, 3rd. Number 3, I Understand, the winner. Number 4, Dandy's Ladies Man was 5th, and number 5, Super Shark was 2nd. First quarter was in 30 and 1/5. The half in 101 flat. 3/4 in 130 and 4/5. The mile was in 159 and 3/5. Race 11 from the top. 4, 3, 1, 5. 2 on the bottom, 159 and 3 in that Evelyn Brandt Thomas Appreciation Award race. Coming up next now, race number 12. 2- and 3-year-old open trotters. Now, this race is sponsored by BC Sports, Stephen, Elisa Surratt, and BC Sports, who are also giving $100 to the driver of the fastest trotting race winner today, and another $100 to the winning driver in the fastest pacing race. They'll do that again tomorrow. Right now, Wyatt Avanetti is looking at $200. Courtesy of BC Sports.
Well, trying to get our computer to work here for us here, as the temperatures are causing some problems with the electronics. And now I lost the camera, so I lost everything there.
If you are a youth sports fan, I recommend tuning in to subscribing to BC Hornet Sports. You know, there's always a game. It seems like something to go on. And to maybe cultivate some new Brown County Hornet fans isn't necessarily a bad thing. So if you enjoy following Harness Tube along and kind of following the season from the beginning to the end, BC Hornet Sports does a great job doing broadcasts of all the high school, little league sports like that here in Brown County for our community.
All right.
Big shout out again to Theta Mathena and her daughters, Tony Mathena and Corey Mathena. Taurus Tucker, Roshan Trigg, and Derek Huggins is the driver. One Trip Chips owned by Ron Phillips, Sherry Badolovic, and Lyle Lipe of Jamaica Patton is the trainer and driver. Muscle Ball and Kevin Bender and Shady Maple All-Star Mike Brink. Muscle Ball by 2 lengths. Shady Maple All-Stars right there second. Shady Maple All-Star, a $56,000 winner last year. And they trot up the backstretch, and now here comes Shady Maple All-Star and Mike Brink. They go right on by. Shady Maple All-Star is the new leader, and he's drawing clear for Mike. In that final turn, it's Shady Maple All-Star now. 3/4 in 136 and 2. He leads by a dozen lengths with 1/8 of a mile to go. Muscle Ball real tired back there second. Small Town Southern Boy, One Trip Chip coming on now. But it's all Shady Maple All-Star, the Sutton Gelding. He's going to win this one by 20 lengths. Maybe 25 now. It's all Mike Brink. Shady Maple All-Star, owned by Open Links. Small Town Southern Boy was second. One Trip Chip might have got up for third. That was tight. This race sponsored by BC Sports. .207, 1/5 of a mile. Steve and Lisa Surratt. They cover maybe 200 Brown County sporting events, do a great service for our Brown County school system and the Little League system. And now they're doing the same for harness racing along with David Brink with their harness tube. And Steve and Lisa coming into victory lane there. Sandy Prather's down there with our new fair queen and junior miss. They're going to greet Shady Maple All-Star by Ivan Hawthorne of Winsboro, Louisiana. Jade Hadfield of West Haven, Utah, with the Sutton Gelding Shady Maple All-Star. Trained and driven by Mike Brink, who got his start here many, many years ago at the Brown County Fair. Mike owns the starting gate, makes large donations to our fair each year. He's there with Lori Searle. And Shady Maple All-Star won the BC Sports Trophy, presented by Steve and Lisa Surratt, and our fair royalty for this effort in 2:07, 1/5 of a second. Let's give Mike a big hand, folks. Big supporter of the Brown County Fair, as is his family, originally from Liberty, Illinois. Results of race 12 now official. Number 1, Small Town Southern Boy was second. Number 2, One Trip Chip was fourth. Number 3, Muscle Ball was third. Number 4, Shady Maple All-Star finished first. First quarter was in 32-1, the half in 103-1, 3/4 in 136-2, the mile 2:07, 1/5 of a second. Race 12 checks from the top, 2-4-3, 1 on the bottom. 2:07, 1/5. Race 13, scratch the 4, Judge Me Not. In race 13, the 4 has been scratched. Scratch number 4 in the upcoming race number 13.
All right, how they finished?
Was that your first winner circle, Steve?
That was my first
How was
winner.
it?
It was great.
Everything you ever hoped for, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mike didn't even get out of the seat for you. He just sat there.
Okay, we have 2 more winners.
Good to see Mike win that one.
Race number 12.
BC Hornet Sports Trophy.
All right, so that was 12.
We were scratching the 4, I think I heard.
In third.
Yeah. I need to do my trainer and driver standings after the 12th.
Let's see, in the 12th,
Driver's
it was 4-1-2. You got the 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I got the 1. And Lisa got none of them. So
second place.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 winners for you, and 2 trifectas. I've got 1, 2 trifectas, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for me, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lisa, on the other hand, Lisa's got 3 trifectas, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. She's kicking both of our butts.
That happens from time to time.
Yeah.
We're looking here at the trainer and driver standings now, updated. Jamaica Patton still leading all trainers with a slight margin over Kevin Miller. Looking at Wyatt Avenatti on top of the driver standings. Jordan has kind of went quiet lately, and Wyatt turned on fire. So those are our leaders after the 12 of the first 13 races at Brown County 2024.
Do we have any driver changes in this last race?
I did not hear any. I just heard that one scratch. So
we'll see what. 4 is scratched.
We'll see what else gets shared around. I'm trying to look.
As we get ready for the last and 13th race today, and this is exactly, we'll get done in 3 hours, which we're
pretty
right
close.
On the mark.
Pretty close.
For 13 races.
Looking at this 13th race, I think you thought you were doing some typing. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Spunky Bottom Girl, the 1 horse. She's my pick. That's a really special filly mare now, a mare for Ed Teefee. He bred that filly. He owns that mare. She's won almost $250,000 for him under his ownership. She's actually out of a mare that he had named Princess Addie, named for a grandchild. So there's a little sentimental value. That's been a pretty fun horse for the Teefee barn. And to see her back in the racing condition is always exciting. So I went on top to Spunky Bottom Girl for my top choice. My second pick was Rumble in the Valley out of Jamaica's barn. You're seeing some miles in there in 55 and 56. That's a good horse. I think can probably finish second here. My third choice, Luz Andiamo, can go awfully fast at some of these county fair tracks, but can be some inconsistent, we'll say. But we'll see. I went 1, 2, 5. Where's Steve and Lisa at?
Well, I'm with the 4 horse.
Okay. 4 scratch?
The 4 scratch. So I'm going to move mine up. It'll be 5, 1. Oh, boy.
We're froze.
Oh, we are. Again. There we go, and it stopped unfreezing there for a second. Okay. I'm going to say 4-1.
Not 4-1, unless you want me to catch you on points. There we go.
5-1-2. 5-1-2 is what I'm doing. So I'm picking Los and what is that? Andiamo. So I'm picking that horse to finish first. Spunky Bottom Girl for second. And in the third spot, Rumble in the Valley, the Jamaica Patton horse. Lisa went different than both of us. She went with the 3 horse, the Mikey Rogers horse. Zion's really chilly. Driven by Mikey Rogers, Alan Petrie as the owner. She went with the 2 for second, Rumbling in the Valley, and the 5, Mike Cox for the third pick. So variety of picks here.
And Ed was just talking about Spunky Bottom Girl, how she went to stand as a broodmare for about 4 years before. She had a pretty rough delivery, had to spend some time at the veterinary hospital there. So instead of breeding her, they're going to give her some time to race her back and try to get some more time in her. But it's good to see the 1 horse. We have Demarius Quan Wakefield. Demarius is a 17-year-old driver. We saw him at Martinsville. We love seeing young drivers, but 17, man, I wasn't driving horses at 17. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I was wishing I was, but to see these young guys getting some starts, getting some good live mounts is really exciting.
Well, we're seeing the comeback from COVID. We're starting to see the comeback in the number of horses that are out there. We're getting a comeback in young drivers getting into the sport, not only as drivers but trainers, as we've seen with the young man from Urbana.
Yeah, Marcus Detweiler. I saw him out there warming something up today. So we love seeing these younger generation guys come in, and luckily Illinois is a proving ground right now for those types of drivers and trainers. They kind of have the ability to come in and race against some really experienced veterans and some really good horses.
Well, and you know, we need young people in the sport.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying Tina's old, but you know, she does everything. I mean, if there's a horse race going on, she's involved with it
someplace. We tried going out to eat with her last night, and she was so busy. She was taking phone calls and late. I mean, she just never stopped.
Didn't eat supper till 8 o'clock last night. So I would call her her and Leanne Shin, two of the biggest ambassadors for harness racing out there, and we couldn't do it. But they would love it if some young people, or middle-aged adults even, or if you're looking for an interest, and I'm telling you as a person that's above 65, harness racing is a good place for you to find some place to have something to do.
We always need timers. You know, if you have an interest in horse racing, we can get you a stopwatch and show you where to stop it at.
Well, you know, we need judges too, because Randy Dye,
Brad
Dye is like old.
Well, our starters. I mean, Stacy DeRoos is 71. I think Roy Finn's probably close to 70. We do need young blood from in the seat with the lines in the hands, from in the booth with the clipboard in your hand, or behind a camera. We talk about that sometimes. We'd love to have some young guys. We're trying to twist Brady Schrock's arm into running camera for us next year a little bit. So it'll pay him something, but we love.
He turned down the talking part, though.
I know. He said he will not put a headset on for anything, but we'll see if we can sneak something on him.
He was going to pick races for us today. I didn't see any of those picks, so we want them for tomorrow, right?
We're going to put the pressure on him next year. Yeah, for tomorrow. We'll make sure we get that text in over and get him picking tomorrow's races. We'll get some celebrity picks in there for you.
All right. Well, let's get to racing. Let's see. I got to look because we've lost it too many times.
Receive that extra $100 from BC Sports. They're at the head of the stretch. Here they come. And they're off in the trotting. Rumble in the Valleys first out. On the outside is Zion's Really Chilly. Then we got Spunky Bottom Girl. And at the back is Luz Andiamo as the open trotters race around the first turn. Past the draw gate, they'll head up the backstretch with Rumble in the Valley and Jamaica Patton on top by 1 1/4. Zion's Really Chilly is right there second. Racing third, Spunky Bottom Girl. Then we've got Luz Andiamo as they trot past the quarter-mile marker into that upper turn.
32 and 4.
32 and 4. Pretty leisurely pace here for these open trotters. 32 and 4. Rumble in the Valley, a winner of over $74,000 in his career, leads by a length. Zion's Really Chilly, $57,000 winner, is their second. Spunky Bottom Girl, over $200,000, but in the broodmare ranks for the last 5 years, is racing third. And Luz Andiamo is the trailer as they trot past the half over to the 5/8.
105 and 3.
Half in 105 and 3/5 of a second apace, so quicken now. Half in 105 and a 3. It's Rumble in the Valley by 1.5 lengths. Zion's Really Chilly is racing second. Spunky Bottom Girl and Luz Andiamo. They haven't shifted gears much, but they're about to. Rumble in the Valley now kicks it in. And they've shifted gears now with 1/4 mile to go. And Rumble in the Valley opens up 1.5 lengths. Zion's Really Chilly still right there second. Spunky Bottom Girl falling back a little third, 3/4 and 1:37. They're in the final turn. They got 1/8 mile to go. On the inside, Rumble in the Valley. On the outside, Zion's Really Chilly. Rumble in the Valley. Zion's Really Chilly on the outside. Getting up. Zion's Really Chilly's going to get there. Rumble in the Valley will be second. Spunky Bottom Girl and Luz Andiamo. Mile was in 2:06 flat, 2:06 for the trotting mile. Last half in 1 minute and 2/5 of a second. Last quarter in 29 seconds flat. Mile in 2:06. Well, the family, the late John and Mary Ann Yackel, Rob and April Klein, other members of the family coming trackside now for the John and Mary Ann Yackel Memorial. John loved the harness races, as did Mary Ann, and supported the fair for many, many years. John, a longtime director of the Brown County Fair. The John and Mary Ann Yackel Memorial going to the 3. Zion's Really Chilly, owned by Alan Petrie of Carrollton, trained by Alan, driven here by Mike Rogers to a 2:06 flat win with the last half in 1 minute and 2/5, last quarter in 29 seconds flat. Let's give them a big hand, folks. The Yackel family down there been coming to the Brown County Fair for many, many years, along with the connections of Zion's Really Chilly. All right, so Wyatt Avenatti, if you can hang on here for just a second. If we could get Wyatt Avenatti up here real quick, we'll give you $200, Wyatt, thanks to BC Sports. BC Sports, Elijah, go get Wyatt. We got a $200 presentation to Wyatt Avenatti, Don, before we have the big drawings. We'll hold everybody back until we get Wyatt up here. Wyatt drove the fastest trotter and the fastest pacer today. And he's going to get $200 from Steve and Lisa Surratt and their BC Sports. They're also principals in Harness Tube, who does our, here they come. I think Doug Bowen's got Wyatt here, so Steve and Lisa will be coming trackside. We'll do this, and then we'll have the 3 drawings, 2 for $250 and another one for $500. Results of the 13th official. 1 Spunky Bottom Girl was 3rd. 2 Rumble in the Valley was 2nd. Number 3 Zion's Really Chilly, the winner. Number 4 was Scratch. Number 5 Loose Andy Amu was 4th. Quarter was in 32 and 4. Half in 105 and 3. 3/4 in 137. The mile was in 2:06 flat. Race 13 from the top reads 3, 2, 1, scratch, 4 on the bottom, 2:06 flat. And now Steve and Lisa Surratt coming trackside to greet one of the hottest young drivers in the sport of harness racing today. I said he won 9 races the other day at Urbana. He won 5 in a row at Altamont. Had numerous wins on our card today, including driving the fastest trot winner and the fastest pace winner. So John Teefe's down there with Steve and Elisa and Wyatt Avenatti. Let's give him a big hand, folks. Wyatt's done a great job. He's got a bunch of horses in tomorrow in the Downstate Classic. 9 wins the other day at Urbana, 5 in a row at Altamont. And John, catch a word with Wyatt Avenatti there.
Yeah, congratulations, Wyatt. Another great day here. You've been killing it all summer at the fair circuits. Tell us kind of mentally your preparation as you go into a fair day like this.
Well, I guess I just try to take care of the animals. Most of the trainers I drive for have them ready, and I tend to leave with them and put them towards the front. Most of the time I like to get away from every possible danger. I don't know. Like I said, I've got good trainers. They always put me on good horses.
Yeah, great stuff. So tell us a little bit about quickly your background, how you got into horsing, how you got into driving.
My grandfather started in the 60s, so my dad and my brothers, we've always done it.
I don't think we have John's audio mixed in our signal, so I'll go ahead and come back to the board and leave the camera on the interview, but want to congratulate Wyatt for the 2 fastest miles, trot and pace today, getting that $200 From BC Hornet Sports, Wyatt, Mr. Track Record, has been tearing it up all over the fairs lately, doing a great job. Wyatt himself, a cancer survivor and a heck of a horseman. John's doing a great job down there, doing his duties as a Winner's Circle interviewer.
Brad Dine's been our presiding judge. Rick Boyd has been an associate judge, along with our timer, Brady Schrock, Tina Walker-Schrock, the secretary treasurer of the Midwest Racing Association, does so much for us. She's been with us today. Emma Schrock's been our charter and handling the photo finish. And, of course, Harness Tube.
We will pull Tiffy down, and I will go ahead and sign us off of the broadcast today. We appreciate everyone tuning in. 13 great races. We're coming back tomorrow. We're doing a pick winner downstairs, but we appreciate you following along. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and we'll see you at the races. Take care.